Hello, hello. Hi guys. Good evening. I have had the best night of my life last night in a Thorp TV chat because this is probably the craziest stream I've ever seen in terms of somebody just subtly getting clowned on. And if you can't tell by the title, we're talking about Lalo, okay? This is Lalo. This is Lalo, guys, okay? Lalo, I'll address the chats in the chat, by the way, but Lalo, has some very metrosexual tendencies. So people like kind of make fun of him for being fruity. And it's just like, a little joke in it, but he used to have more respect as a Thorpeter, but as time has gone on and people have seen this poor, lonely soul tolerate all of the violence that Ben has put Grace through and just emotional abuse, right? Like, he just sits there and he's just like, I ain't saying nothing. He's just, condoning it. And so people have kind of lost respect that, like, dude, like, you're just homies with this guy. You're just homies with Ben Thorp. You're going to sleep in the same bed as him. Like, you can't find anybody else to hang out with. You're just hanging out with them because you guys are friends. You don't have any ulterior motive. It doesn't make any sense. That means you're even shittier of a person. It would be less shitty if he would just admit that he was hanging out with Grace because they have a little thing going on, whatever, he has a little crush. That would at least be an explanation, because if you're just hanging out with them and these are just people you want to be friends with, Lalo, and you just don't mind, Lalo, wait, hold on, let me pull it up. Well, wait, we'll not show that so early in the stream, but guys, go watch my Ben compilation of all the, kicking and slapping and whatnot. You don't mind any of that, Lalo? He says, oh, yeah, these are the type of people I want to be friends with. So people, basically, my point is that people have slowly lost respect for Lalo, okay? And it's gotten to the point where the entire chat, and he also, like, he puts on, the other reason why it's so fun to make fun of him, I'll show you guys, is because he puts on this, like, super egotistical persona of, like, let's just, like, look at his channel. He puts on this persona of, like, he's this, like, sociopathic, serious, witty political analyst guy.
With only about a month and a half for this election to be over on November 5th for the White House, we have a new huge cascade of polls that we need to analyze right now. So
and it's just like, I don't know, just the longer that I've watched him, the more that I think we've all gotten to know him, we've just kind of lost respect for Lalo. Like, this was the first moment, okay? This was, I think, a year ago. Gone over this on stream before, but let's revisit this. So they met a year ago. This wasn't the first time, I don't think. Oh, no, the first time they met was when they met at the Arizona airport. Grace had a detour there, and Lalo came, and they kissed at the airport, okay? After, not even allegedly, confirmed, I'm trying to not violate the community guidelines, but, having some spicy text exchanged, So, we kissed at the airport, and and then I think this is the second time they met. Like, Danny, Grace, and Darius, they said, Lalo, meet us at this, like, at this mini mart or something, and let Grace get her revenge on you and slap you on stream. And then they did that, and then they just left him at the mini mart. You have to say to her, bro? And I almost feel bad, okay? I almost feel bad, guys. But I don't, because Lalo sucks. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of doo-doo, bro. Literally fucking homies with Ben, guys. Doesn't call out shit. Is a fake friend to Grace. He just says whatever to get in the panties. If you were a real friend, you wouldn't condone their cope sessions. But anyway, okay, wait, let me play the.
Okay, good. Okay. Good on you. Good lighting too.
No.
Oh, you want it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay back, buddy. Stay back, buddy. The last 3 weeks or month, you can say, I was acting selfishly, and honestly, it was immature of me to do what I did.
So last time I showed this clip, guys, I also looked up this guy. So take a good look at Lalo's like hair, okay, and then tell me he doesn't look exactly like this guy from Glee. He's like the second gayest character on Glee. Oh, also, for the chatters, if you guys were, I was trying to be like sneaky in Grace's chat because somebody kept timing me out because they think they're so funny, even though my comments are the funniest comments in Grace's chat. They kept timing me out, okay? And so I blocked all of the mods because I thought, I'm like, oh, well, then they can't see me. They can't click on me. They can't time me out. But the mods can still see, so. Then I have to go back and unblock all of them. But yeah, there's going to be quite a few people whose chats I can't see. And I'm too lazy to go fix that right now. But back to this. Do we still have the audio? Okay, good.
And so basically, even if I did think I was like, oh, it's the truth or whatever, that was inappropriate of me to do, because I was thinking through my ego and just not letting my ego die, which is the mature thing to do. And so what if you were like doing this or that? You know, we're both young, we're both immature. And so I should have just rose above that, and I shouldn't have made those videos on you. That was a really dumb idea.
This is like the simpiest moment of 2024, like in the world. Like not even just on YouTube, not even in the Thorposphere. Like this is he met up. So Grace, please talk to me again, Grace. I'll let you do anything. I'll let you humiliate me on camera. Here we go. We have to do it in slow-mo. Hold on. 0.5, okay? Ready? This is so good. And he serves see you next Tuesday. He serves CUNT in this with his face. Okay, ready? Ready?
In the eyes for like 10 seconds before you do it.
Alright.
Cool.
You apologize? For what?
For being immature in general.
Dude, he's
Alright,
definitely got a little hard on right now. Yes, mommy, I'm ready.
Oh,
Thank you, mommy.
right.
Thank you, mommy. I'm such a little beta simp, aren't I, mommy? One more time.
Alright, you ready?
Ow! Look at the way he turned. I'll never get over the way that he his head pivots back after this when so he goes oh. He's so happy, guys. This is what he lives for, guys. This is why Lalo is it. These men that are into Grace, okay, are either I mean just straight mentally ill, psychotic, or they're beta like subs. They're like submissives. Like, and the Thorps talk about that all the time. They're like all these dudes that call into the dating show, they all like have a fetish for being dominated by women. And like Grace definitely like she has a very masculine, you know, energy. It's why people pay money in her. Let's like, you know, call them the pay pigs. It's like she plays into the like the findom thing. But anyways, this isn't about Grace, right? Oh, but first let's say King TL, he says, whoa, throwing that lunch lady divorced butch physical education teacher dumper on my guy Lalo. Yeah, you know, so guys, this is the where's the original This is the actual original. It's still pretty wild though. I was like, whoa. Googly moo, just like every aspect of him, it just all adds up. Okay, the face, the hair slicked. So basically, this is that's for context for you guys. So everybody hypothesizes that Lalo is gay, but at the same time, what I think is he's bisexual, because obviously him and Grace have a romantic history. He's traveling hours from Arizona to Philly to hang out with her and her dad in an RV, but they're just friends. I don't think men and women can be friends, period. Like, there's always one person, like those friendships, they don't work unless one of the people are gay. But so he, you know, I think he's bisexual. I think he's into Grace. I think he has a domination, like a thing for that. But then at the same time, everything he does, because I'm like, okay, it has to be like he's like 10% straight. Like, I'll give him that. But like, this whole stream is so funny. Like, everything he does, everything he looks like, the way he wears these tight pants is like, I don't know. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. Why did you know? But we're gonna go over it, and this is just like, God, pure joy I had watching this last night. Because they just clown on him. Like, guys, if the Thorp,
Okay, but Ben,
I'll give them credit for one thing where they actually could be good content creators. If they had just never, you know, if they never fed into the if they knew how to be normal and not weirdo freak abusers. But if they never did that, right, they actually do really well with picking up these like simpy men and then just like humiliating them live on stream, but like towing the line where the guy thinks that like they aren't, right? Like, they kind of know that they're being clowned on, but then like the Thorps, they toe the line really well. Like, they have balls, they'll read like really mean chats, but then they'll be like, I don't agree with that, but it's like they know exactly what they're doing. So honestly, I'm jealous of Lalo's Badonka. I really am. So basically, they were all gonna stay in a hotel together, okay? And then there were roaches in the hotel. Blah blah whatever. But basically, like, the only interesting part about this is that Lalo is just, he's acting really weird right off the bat. So
we're not brokies. It's the economy, stupid. And so, as James Carville said in '92, frankly, things are out of
the chat replay not working.
Roaches here. I was like,
oh, here.
What? He was like,
okay.
They just sprayed yesterday.
Oh, I also did a poll as well. Hold on. I did a poll before the stream started of how it was gonna go. The current Galo arc, how do you think it will end? Most people said, I said bridge burning, more based Lalo hate from chat and content, awkward sexual encounter with Grace, or awkward sexual encounter with Ben. And the awkward sexual encounter with Ben won. And honestly, I think that kind of manifested in a mild way, you know. So okay. I'm gonna be basically rereading, dude. I'm just gonna be rereading all of the roasts that I said in chat last night.
I would not stay here. And he was doing it real quiet too, and I was like,
we're gonna do 1.5.
He was like 1.5. I was like, Expedia. He was like, you call Expedia, you tell them my name, they call me, I'll give you a full refund. You do not want to stay here. Yeah, thank you.
Like, they're laughing about this. He's so antisocial, dude. He's just staring at the chat. Like, this is 90% of like the beginning is Lalo just not engaging at all, being really weird, and they're like, what's wrong? Like, are you okay? Which, you know, maybe it takes him a little bit of time to warm up. He's probably nervous. I don't know. And he knew that he was going to be at like a crossroads, okay? Like, this really was a crossroads, and I think that he fumbled it because, and I was saying this, I came up on the stream later and I was like, Lalo, you can either come on here and show the chat that you're not a beta simp, okay? You can show the chat that you have the balls to make a move. You know, instead of just constantly like hanging out with Grace and like the most that you do is like brush her arm because we all know that you're into her. Or the other opportunity, well, I guess that would be the way, because he can do that and then he can disprove the gay talk, you know. I'm like, it was a win-win situation if he could have just been a little more ballsy with Grace, you know. So that was, but then the fork in the road was, there was either, was he gonna go for Grace or was he gonna go for Ben? Because they were all sleeping. They sleep it. Spoiler: they sleep in the same bed together, guys. They slept on the same bed together. So, anyways, keep playing. I'm fully banned on Thorp TV. Distinction, really? Wow. Wow, and you were there from the beginning. What made you turn on them, Distinction? What was the breaking point? Let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Yeah, because in the beginning they just subtly clown on his
Your
ass.
manager here.
Shout out Mr. Mosby. That's great guy.
Let's see. So I gotta call them and cancel this. Why is it always so hard to find the contact phone number? I didn't pay.
Oh, you know.
I didn't pay ahead. Yeah.
So why do you need to cancel? Oh,
Because
Bedbox says hell no. Wasn't that so reminiscent of the past?
Okay, so
How'd you know why?
basically they're driving. They get.
I don't. It's like I don't mind.
It's Wawa.
There's a Wawa like 5.
He just sucks. I said, and then people are speculating in chat whether Ben, who's gonna be the top or the bottom, if it's Ben or Lalito. And then I said the recording device has been placed, right, Lalo?
That's doable. Just do that.
Okay, let's skip past this because literally it's just nothing.
Oh, you call my face
Literally
oval.
sugar rush. Gosh.
Kenny Fam says your face is less fat. That's what you meant. Thank you.
Your face is less fat. I said who, and I'm curious what you guys think. Who would be most likely to roofie who in this situation? Okay, let me know. Let me know. Because it's a real. I'm like, would it be Lalo or would it be Ben?
Best case scenario, one of those ladies in the library.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, she'll be like strung out. I don't think she'll be.
You know that she claimed
Okay, so then they go.
Chairs are. Oh, we're just looking at those chairs.
No,
We need some.
Oh, this is when it gets. Oh, wait. Okay, this is when we see them walk. They get out, and then we just see Lalo's outfit. Okay, and I think he wore these. And this is the first thing where you're like, dude, why are you not helping yourself? Like, are you trying to make people think that you have a Grindr account? Like, I feel like he's almost like he's subliminally messaging, you know? Like, it's the thing when there's lesbians, they'll wear thumb rings, okay? And it's like a subtle signal so that the homophobes, they won't know, but like the lesbians will know. And I feel like Lalo does all these things, but it's like less subtle. Like he wears these like tight little chinos that just like, you know, accentuate his ass. And I'm like, you are doing that on purpose. Like you are trying to seduce somebody here. But then he just ends up in the cuck chair at the end. That's right. But watch. Just look at him. Just look at him. It's just brutal because Ben is so tall that like he makes anybody look tiny, but like Lalo just looks like extra like fun size, like a little fun size Twix. Like guys, come on.
Yo, this is a classic Thorp stream. 12:21 a.m.
but I can see her.
Yo, this is unnecessary.
You're Lalito. I feel more comfortable in chat. That's brag. Oh, God. Yeah.
Would you like to do my height?
I mean, over mine, but you probably. Yeah.
Lalo is looking like Lalo acting like a sulking adolescent who's on family vacation. That's exactly what's happening. It's exactly like the Dalmatian dog thing. Like, it's just like it gets more sad every time they meet up. I didn't think that it could, like, I'm just like, dude, why do you hang out with these people? You go through this whole humiliation ritual, you're like completely tarnishing your reputation, hanging out with like one of the most abusive men on the internet and his bitch daughter. No, I said it. And for what, Lalo? Why is it really, are you this desperate, Lalo?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the Dalmatian dog thing is great. I'm gonna have to pull that up. I'm gonna have to pull up the Naptown edit. There's like a moment where they're sitting and like all eating food together, and then Lalo's like doing the same exact thing as Dalmatian, where like when he was having his schizo moment and like looking around, making sure there's no guys from Grindr that he met up with in the area.
What's your couple of This is what I saw on the boat on the roadside. I knew it. We were gonna be here. The Lord provides.
You got them hoagies. Go sit down. There's some chairs over there. You gotta rest your back.
Dude, this is okay. Oh my god, this is not even related to the topic, but this whole thing with Ben's back, and she's like, "Go sit down, Ben. Relax your back." If you have back problems, it's literally one of the most basic things. You don't want to be sitting around. I actually was like annoyed when they were spreading this misinformation on stream, because I was there's like 2 times yesterday and today when they're like, you need to lay down, father, stop. And I'm like, that's just gonna make your back pain 10 times worse. PSA, you gotta walk. You gotta get that cardio. It'll actually help.
Sorry. Oh, we're just looking at the chairs over there.
And I'm looking at the stats, he did it away. Like, why wouldn't he? Guys, I don't understand why he doesn't put more effort in it. He hates that everybody calls him gay. Okay, he hates it. I'm like, why would you not? Like, okay, for this appearance, guys, I'm gonna, put on like a chain, wear some like nice sneakers, do something to like be like a little bit extra straight, like even more like just really, put on. But it's like, no, he leans into it. Look at him. Look at the walk. Okay, ready? Wait, we'll do normal speed for the walking show.
Is the audio good, chat?
Look at his. Googly moogly. Googly moogly, big old booty. Like, don't tell me he ain't accentuating his assets. Who has a better ass? Dude, it's close. It's cutting it close.
La 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 la. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
What you want?
Ruby.
Pineapple.
Really need a fucking sugar-free Red Bull. Can we get a Bud Light?
I'm sorry, Ruby. Her Ruby impression is actually funny. That's the one thing I'll give the Thorps, is they're good at humiliating people and like dealing with like weirdos. Like, it's like like, and just clowning on them. And then Grace is really good at impressions. He's attracted to both of them. That's what literally that's the entire chat speculating about. Like, that is the entire chat. Let's keep reading. Let's actually replay the chat and read.
You need some.
I felt like a whole ass comedian in chat.
I think it would be really fun.
I have a monologue with chat. I'm pointing this way. How am I in frame? I need to see how this works. Hold on.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, what?
Like, it is really cool to be 6'8". I gotta be honest.
Okay, what?
It's like, but I wouldn't know any different.
Here is that.
I mean,
Lalo walks like he has sugar in his tank. What is? Oh, this person said, "What is gayer, the way Lalo dresses and walks, or the way Ben crosses his legs?" I said, Lalo, do you always walk like that, or did you have an accident? He might have gotten nervous in the RV, guys. But, like, can we all, like, we can all agree. We can all agree. Lalo's goal was to riz Grace here, okay? Nobody hangs out with these homeless fucking, like, it's one thing if he's, like, trying to grow his channel, promote his channel, whatever. He does not say on his channel at all that he affiliates with the Thorps. Nobody hangs out with these homeless weirdos, tarnishes their reputation, spends hours in a secondhand smoke stinky RV with no windows down, I bet, to try and get some punani, okay? That's the only reason why he would go through all that. Get completely roasted by the chat. Like, humiliated. Get called gay a bunch of times, even by Ben. Even Ben and Grace are laughing at them. Lalo, what is the point of doing that? And then they act like I'm crazy when I came out, and I'm like, Lalo, make your move. And he's all bashful, and he's like, you're so weird. You're so weird, Ava. Why are you sexualizing this? Like, it's not even, it's just do one thing to get her interested. Guys, this is a lesson, and this should be reviewed by what's his face? What is the fucking dude? Playing with Fire? Even though he actually playing with fire fucking sucks, but like some kind of dating coach. This should be reviewed on the Whatever podcast. This could be Lalo's ticket to the Whatever podcast, and they would title it that he's like the beta male comes on to defend his behavior, and they could go through. It would do great. Maybe I should DM Brian about that. Lots of baby oil. I also hypothesized that Lalo, because people say that that Ben smells like vinegar, and so I was hypothesizing that Lalo maybe like rubbed his some vinegar on himself to try and like release. Like this is the way that Lalo, he's too scared to actually flirt with women. He's like one of these guys who like he can't just like be confident in himself, be the alpha, make the moves, whatever. Like he's like so afraid to just even do some light playful flirting that he's like, hey, I have to like subliminally like communicate this, you know. He put vinegar on himself to make Grace smell him and be like, oh, that smells like my dad, and then she'd like subconsciously be more attracted to him. That's my theory of like probably one of the things that Lalo did to prep for this, as well as not eat anything for probably like 24 hours, you know. If you know, you know. It's a gay joke.
Movies where you can like trade souls. Some of these Disney movies that you could wake up and embrace.
Wait, let's read. Wait, fuck.
That's not possible.
Chat.
Female soul, and you have a male soul. Do you agree?
I haven't thought it through, so I have no idea.
Do you not think your face is an expression of a person?
Yeah, to an extent, but that means that you're
posture.
But that means you're kind of cognizant of your reflection and the way that other people act. So it's not like you're.
It's so fun. You know what's also funny to me is every time I see Lalo in real life, like especially in this stream, he acts exactly like because he has this character when he's like reporting politics and coming on stream, and I thought it was like a character when he's like, hello, so actually this is the evidence for this, and Kamala Harris sucks, and blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah. I can't do it. I suck at impressions, but you get what I mean, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's like his like kind of news reporter, like on stream personality vibe, like because I'm like, there's no way that that's just like him. But it is. Even when he orders a sandwich, he's like, hello, man. Hello, yes, I would like the ham and cheese on it.
Born in a vacuum, that you'd also act the same that you do with all this.
Okay, and then they sit on the table.
Stop. Anyway.
Wait.
No, stop.
Okay, he doesn't. Wait, no, turn aside. Open your eye wide. You use your
Let me
word
see big
wrong.
words.
You
Stop
use
it.
words sometimes. I don't think you know these words.
I need- people that are saying the energy
He's
is off.
not here. He's just.
Everyone's
Yeah,
saying the
let's get into
energy's
No, I need to
off.
explain it. Stop. I tried like 3 times.
Your eyes are turn aside. Open your eye like wide. Wait, no, turn aside. Open your eye wide.
Grace, look at the side of his neck.
Holy shit. Have you gotten any sleep?
Did you?
No, I
did
think-
get you.
No.
Look at the side of his neck.
Don't
Turn
snip.
that
Stop.
Okay, so then they all
way. He's already-
like
he's
sit in.
No, I think
Oh yeah, wait. This is when he orders the sandwich. Wait, is this when he orders?
people be hating on the game. That is, how would you not know that? Like for instance, the pizza, right? That's generic.
For instance, the pizza is
See,
whatever.
I want something
Pizza.
that is unique to this thing. You know what I mean?
Chad, what's a unique Wawa food?
How would you not know that? Like for instance, the pizza, right? That's generic. Hoagies, I don't think I've distinctly ever had the pleasure of knowing. I've never met that child.
You've never had a grinder or sub?
A fucking hoagie. A grinder.
Well, that is what a
I'm being gaslit.
hoagie is. Wawa ain't unique.
Thank you, King TL. I don't know
Sure. So, what do you recommend?
exactly what you're saying here. You said, Ava, you breaking down, dude. Come play the clips already. I'm breaking down, or I'm breaking the dude down.
Insofar as sandwiches that are unique to here, because I'm from Arizona. So, like, I eat dirt sandwiches, but I'm saying, like, in general, what do you have over here? I don't want to.
That's what I got.
But what's the second best?
Vas a llorar como yo lloré.
Damn. What's the honey turkey? It's on here? Damn. Okay.
Wait. Sorry, guys. Wi-Fi gave out. Came back. Wait, Lalo claimed. Yeah, he does claim to be straight. He claims to be straight. So, okay. They were 15 minutes away from me? Dude, you should have hit him. Well, no. If you're smart, don't ever meet up with them if you're smart. But, okay, they order the sandwich, and then they're all sitting, and they over Grace. Who does that? Like, the game is just non-existent. It literally, he didn't start, like, sitting closer to Grace until he was, like, 4 shots in, guys.
All right, now look at this.
And then he's just look at the way he even tilts his head. Dude, tell me that wasn't gay. Wait, just watch his head. Tell me this wasn't gay.
Just checking.
That little, like, when he got in there, and then he was like, he did like this, just a little. I keep cutting out. Dude, I gotta get new. Ugh. Oh my god. Deal with it for this stream. I'll fix it next stream though. I don't know what Google Fiber. Yeah, the pose. I'm saying, dude.
Let me go check out. I want to make my ice cream.
I actually like, so later. Okay. When does Ben? They make some gay jokes that make Lalo uncomfortable.
I'm eating it
It's
so
like the
slowly.
emptiness in his dead, soulless eyes, man.
Show the camera or whatever.
It's like
This bitch looks like a slob. Show your face real quick. Turn it around.
I just realized. Let's focus on me. They can see it.
Because it's three. Big Mac. That's why it looks like that. Because you see how
Like, man, like, I'm like, everything he does is just like fruity. Like, he just be acting like a fucking. Like, I'm very particular about my sandwich. I pick it out. Like, it's either fruity or it's like childlike, you know? It's like, dude, just be a man and eat the sandwich, bro.
Supposed to eat it that way.
no, it's because it didn't cut it all the way through, so I was just grabbing it. I'm a victim, really.
It literally looks like the
They
tarantula.
underserved me. Beam.
Oh no.
Sad.
Oh.
You can't explain. You can't.
Okay. And then they drank because he's being so like awkward and uncharismatic. So okay, we're gonna get alcohol. And like, I just think that this is, you know, somebody may enjoy like screenshotting this for you know, a meme later. So I'm gonna play it.
That's kind of
Okay, right there. You screenshot, okay? Guys, my meme makers. This is my gift to you, okay? Screenshot. This is the first time Lalo's ever partied in his life, dude, I swear. Yeah, so people are saying in chat they think it's funny to make Lalo uncomfortable. He's like their little punching bag for the night, okay?
Suck a bitch. I win.
He's like, yeah, I'm such a gangster. I'm a badass. And then he goes, this part's funny too, okay? He goes, we'll get off this stream soon. Most of the funny part is like, there's just a few like 30-minute areas, but he goes to the bath.
Yeah.
Fucking A, bro. Yeah.
Start melting. That's the best.
He's gooning mouth-wise right now. Look at that. Fucking fat bastard.
Mouth gooning.
Indulging it. Yeah. I don't know how to wrap this, guys.
I didn't know how to wrap it. Oh my god. Just like everything he says is just like okay. You're just like demonstrating your incompetence, your childlikeness, like you're just everything a woman looks for in a man, Lalo. You got it down. You got it figured out.
I want to go.
He's trying to be
If we get
he's so silly and playful, guys.
squeeze it, nothing will come out yet.
He says, I'm gonna fake
Pretty each one. Wow, if we
faked out.
kept drinking. Yeah.
I think you would fall asleep when talking. I think.
Here's what I'm thinking. Stop moving your finger. Keep focusing on what you're seeing.
Stop moving your finger. Did you like you already took your Adderall, man? You still can't focus.
Here it is. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a leak of absence, if you know what I mean, or less.
He can't focus because he's sitting next to Ben, his man crush.
Than 2 minutes. You guys are gonna have to talk shit about me, and I'm gonna fucking listen to it on 2x. All right, you got it.
All right.
Hey, go on.
You got
Go on,
me?
I'm serious.
Okay,
Just
so he goes to the bathroom.
He's like 5'4". It's a high bench though. It's tough. I really need to get the fucking hair sorted out. But whatever.
He keeps talking about his hair like it's the same as Dalmatian, dude. Before they met up too, he was like, guys, I need to comb. Guys, Lalo did not go to the bathroom. My theory is that he didn't go to the bathroom. He went to like the hair gel aisle. Like he used one of the combs and gelled it up. It's a high bench though. They're just laughing.
Another thing about going home,
What?
I would normally feel like, because when he does the stuff, like you look at me,
Yeah.
and we like confirm with each other, like you know,
Yeah.
that could exclude someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think he doesn't mind it at all.
To be honest, I feel like he's acting a little weird though, don't you think? Like, a little bit. No, I just think he's acting like. In the past, he's been a lot more happy to see us, and it seemed like he really wanted to do this, but now it seems like he's just.
Like, wait, what is this guy doing hanging out? Like, why is he hanging out with these people?
I think that's because like a few things went not exactly according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got there like what, an hour late, and the hotel had roaches. Oh, we couldn't possibly have known that. He's just
Like
tired.
when he said,
Yeah.
And this is when they decide that they're going to get him hammered. Then they go back to the RV. They're, you know, sitting around for a while.
But my parents do. Well, my dad doesn't have an accent.
Just don't kill him.
And literally decide. My lap. Here we go. They decide. Thank you, Gift Crack. 20 gifted memberships. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, I need to do a members only stream now. Fuck, that actually stresses me out. Okay, so guys, they get what the fuck was I about to say? Oh yeah, they decide to all sleep in the same bed. Okay? They're all hanging out on stream on the same bed. This cannot be bigger than a queen. Max, but it's probably a full. It's probably a full, in my opinion. Because I have a pretty wide, like, school. Oh my god, I'm switching my fucking Wi-Fi. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. So, then they're all hanging out in a very confined space, getting wasted, you know, young kids. They're gonna sleep in the same bed, okay? And then they act wild. They can get a hotel wheat flopples. That is fucking bizarre. It is bizarre to share a bed with a girl who you have spicy texts with and all this stuff, all this history. You're gonna, like, can you imagine if I slept in the bed with my ex and my dad and say, I mean, even just sleeping, it's all fucking. They have other options. They choose to do this. They choose to do this specifically. They have other options. Okay? Anyways. So, any normal person who's been in normal social situations will be like, this is like sexually, like, this is something that would usually only be done with, like, you know, kids drinking and hooking up at a party, sleeping in the same bed. Like, any sane person, guys, if you sleep in the same bed with, like, a guy, like, the opposite gender of your age, like, there's going to be some kind of, like, sexual tension or something. It's very. Wheat flopples, hater cell confirm. Yeah, they all. So, like, I'm like, guys, and then they make me feel crazy for being like, what's going on here? Like, how are you comfortable with this? How are you comfortable with this? How? Lalo's hands were hovering over Ben's posterior when Ben was asleep. Yeah, it's like, and I mean, even it's like, if there's nothing going on, which, I mean, that would be the only valid excuse, the only valid reason for you to be hanging out with them is to be trying to get in Grace's pants, okay? That's your only cop-out at this point, and even that's not a cop-out, it's pathetic, but at least it's a reason, right? So, that would be your reason, and you're such a simp cuck that you are willing. You, instead of being like, okay, I'm just gonna get, like, a hotel, this is really weird, you're going to sleep in the same bed as her and her dad in an RV that they smoke 40 cigarettes in a day. You're gonna torture yourself and do that. I'm like, what if, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate about what happened, but, you know, guys, it's just weird. It's just weird. There's a ton of tension. I'm like, and as a dad being like, oh yeah, like, I'm cool with this. play the Shamu clips? Yeah, I will. I was acting weird this morning. Yeah. 100 cigs in a day. Yeah, they could have gotten like a hotel at literally anywhere. They're in a major city. So it's just like, it feels almost like, did they want to, you know? And then, like, just what is the reason? Like, why would you put yourself through that and sleep with these fucking weirdos? Unless there's a reason. An ulterior motive, okay? So I'm prefacing this next segment with that. Yes! Make your move! So that's the whole fucking point, you retard. Is that, oh my god. It would be worth it if he actually did anything, guys. If he made any move, I'm like, okay, there's your defense. Good. At least you did that. At least this wasn't a complete L, right? Alright. Yeah, wheat flopples is oh my god, the fucking Wi-Fi just like completely gave out. Send super chats, please. Please fucking help me. This is so bad. Guys, my apprenticeship doesn't start yet. Literally all of my money goes towards fucking rent. Okay. Now I need it literally right after this stream. We're getting Wi-Fi, okay. So Shamu did some
Hello, darkness.
for us. We'll just go to the. I think that's a good transition to go to this. Yeah, that is the FBI, bro. I swear. You know, Ben's trying to like get back on my good graces right now, and he's like, "Eva, I didn't talk to the FBI about you."
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So it's sad. There's not even a cuck chair. He just has to like curl up on the corner of the mattress, dude. He's just like... Get in on the cuddles, Lalo! Ah! Get in on the cuddles! Come on! The cuck Neil. Shamu posted another. What is this?
Go whenever Lalo fucking goes up in the plane. So
Yeah. Yeah, you guys better get.
Girl, why you? That doesn't even look comfy to cuddle up on bed like that.
I'm gonna go back down, but yeah, let me know, Lalo, if you.
Dude, he does not know what to do with himself. One of Grace Thorpe's Shamu tweets, one of Grace Thorpe's admirers, Lalo, met up with Grace. Instead of getting anywhere with her, he ended up like this at the end of the night. Literally, bro. Wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Someone said new screensaver. What a beautiful moment. And it sucks because it's like I don't like this guy. Guys, I love banning people. Timestamp 447. Okay, wait. 447. Thank you. Here we go. There we go. Whoa! What? Is that actually a dildo? It's not a dildo, guys. It's a microphone. You just never know with these people anymore. You gotta drink a lot to be in a situation like that. The self-hatred that must have been, oh fuck, I lost the audio. God damn it. Dude, the self-hatred that must have been like echoing in Lalo's mind this entire time of like, oh my god, like I still haven't he's four drinks in. He still doesn't have the liquid courage to literally make the most simple of moves. Like, hey Grace, I'm gonna go get some fresh air. You wanna go on a walk with me? You know, not even think of like, you know, just getting up a little bit closer, literally anything to make this trip worth it, to make this hell that you went through worth it. Like, get something for yourself, Lalo. Don't just be a complete punching bag of, you know, like, get something for yourself. Yeah, you're right, King Tio. You're right. Okay, does he touch Ben's butt or what? What is it? I mean, how do you even avoid that when you're all sleeping in this little bed together?
You know, wait, hold on. This is somewhat ironic. It's like if the Black Widow pair. Wait,
Help me.
like, homoerotic. I'm not looking at. I'm looking. My bad. Okay. I'm looking at myself right now.
Oh my.
Okay, Grace, look at the fucking. Line it up. Okay. Your face kind of like here.
Let's see. What's a game?
It's your shit.
Come on.
Everything's dirty. Ooh, he's inching closer, guys. This is as close as he gets. He inches there, and then how does it? When do they actually? Okay, they don't show their positions on stream. Their sleep positions. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we go.
Are we gonna get coffee there?
Huh?
Good morning.
No, it's actually
chat.
coffee here. Are you really? Oh, okay.
No,
Morning,
I
guys.
can make coffee.
Turns out I had morning wood.
What?
I missed it on the stream.
Oh, here's a cigarette.
I mocked the stream,
That goes right there.
but then I realized there is no stream.
Apparently, Grace slept in the middle, and then Lalo was Mavid. I don't know why you're banned, Mavid. You shouldn't be banned. I must have a rogue mod. I would never ban you, Mavid. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I guess Lalo was on the left side. I don't know. And I'm just like, what a torturous moment. What a torturous moment, man. No, it definitely wasn't crack. The RV smelled like literal shit, someone said. All these comments, dude. Elite levels of cuckoldry. Shameful. It's rare that I feel secondhand embarrassment. This would make for a great segment on the kill stream. IDK, he looks like he's just where he wants to be. Ponder the aroma. It's gotta suck to get cucked by your crush's dad. So, yeah. Brutal, man. Brutal. And just even more, it's like, okay, well, on the one hand, it's brutal, but then also it's more convincing that you're gay, and I'm like, I don't even know what to think of this. Like, it's just lose-lose. Lose-lose, Lalo. Completely fumbled. But, okay, so let's look. This is the next day. Okay, they all wake up after sleeping with shirtless Big Daddy Thorpe.
Very courteous. And you're like, you are closeness.
Ben's like totally out alphaing Lalo right now, confident and shirtless. Like, you're just so, open and liberated.
So you're like, so it was not no gay.
I mean, they got some messy ass hair going on. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that anything happened? He just said he woke with a morning wood. Wait, what? Oh my god, wait, what?
In the corner over there. So you're in the corner to die. Insight on how Lalo sleeps. He sleeps like an animal that has like gone to a corner to die. Very courteous.
I don't know what that means at all.
You like barely moved. I was like, I think this nigga died. And you're like way in the corner over there. So you're generally homophobic in the sense of, well, in the sense that you are
what a puss.
Like
something's
held
hydrophobic.
by closeness with me. Although not I am of the same sex.
I wanted them to so I came on last night. I'm not gonna play that part because like I was there. But maybe I will. I'll play that part later. But I came on and I wish that I had said I left or they removed me. There was like one more thing that I wanted to say, which was that like they should just do some non-sexual like touching, like physical closeness, just get comfortable with it. Because they're gonna be in such close quarters. And that would have been amazing fucking content, dude. Just the Lalo gay trolling.
So you were like, so it was not no gay ops took place. That I know of.
Well,
it would ultimately be like it would be the show of ultimate confidence in your sexuality if him and Ben did just like a touching session, like I don't know, like just to practice physical closeness with other men and be like, yeah, I'm confident in my sexuality, if they're like, I personally was saying in chat I thought there should be like a tickle session. I have to go all the way back. Okay, wait, hold on. I'll start from the very beginning. Let's see if someone in chat is saying Ben said he woke up with a morning wood.
Are you gonna get coffee there? Good morning.
No, it's
chat.
not here. Are you really? Okay.
No,
Morning,
I
guys.
can make coffee.
Turns out I had morning wood. On the stream.
Oh, here's a cigarette.
I mogged for the stream. But then I realized there is no stream.
What the fuck? Dude. No, I wonder. Is that because Lalo was there? Is it because Lalo was there? Dude, I wonder if like Ben announcing that he had morning wood like made Lalo also get the morning wood. We'll never know, guys. I'd like to believe that that's true. Yeah, he's not even kidding, bro. Like, and then they say I'm crazy for saying there's some damn tension in that van. There's some damn tension in that van. Not the Wi-Fi, fucking A, bro. Wait, did you guys hear Lalo when he's like, Ben says, turns out I have morning wood, and then listen to Lalo.
Good morning,
No, it's actually
chat.
over here. Are you really? Okay.
No,
Morning,
no,
guys.
I can make coffee.
Turns out I had morning wood.
What?
I missed it on the lead.
Lalo is so traumatized. Bro, that's what you fucking get, Lalo. That's what you get, Lalo. He says, what? Is this what Ben was like as a Catholic school teacher, bro? That's what I'm wondering. This is like the first time I've seen him make a man like genuinely like sexually uncomfortable, and I do love it. I love like the equality, you know. It's like I it makes me mad when I see guys like meet up with them and like Ben isn't creepy to them, you know. They have like their male privilege, yeah. And this is the first time when, you know, Lalo is so metrosexual and so womanly. He's the first man boy to get treated like a sex object by Ben. Let's play it one more time.
Morning,
No,
guys.
no, I can make coffee.
Turns out I had morning wood. I
What?
missed it on the stream.
Literally zero reaction from Grace. She's like, yeah, I felt it. She's like, I know, Dad. I know.
Oh, here's the same.
I mogged for the stream, but then I realized there is no stream.
You logged for the stream. That's not how that works.
I'm gonna give you a little insight on how Lalo sleeps.
Okay, so he talks about Lalo sleeps.
Closeness with me, although I'm not a homo, but I am of the same sex as you.
Gay
So
coded.
you're like, so it was not no gay ops took place that I know of.
Well,
Things can happen in people's sleep.
Although I do feel like really refreshed and like, you know, it feels like
Callum
cigarette.
says Ben looks like he got to hit it.
Yeah, I mean, I have definitely the look of a guy. So whatever
He is really happy, man. Like, it's weird.
so worth it, and you don't say anything at all.
I don't know. I do feel like a little bit more bonded to you than I did last night because I'm not gonna say that's sexual. But I was like nested.
I feel like Ben wants us to think that they had a threesome. Like, I feel like that's what he wants. And the way he's fucking acting, the way they wake up and immediately go live. Seriously, they are addicted. They're addicted, man. Hey, cotton candy is great, dude, because it's like air. It's just spun up sugar in air. It's like you can eat mass quantities of it and not feel very guilty. Same thing with popcorn. Lalo gay AF. He slept in bed with the Thorps. Suseva who bottomed. Who bottomed? Did you see the thumbnail? Did you see the thumbnail? Oh, thank you, DD, for the Cash App. Let me see if there's a note. Y vas a llorar como yo lloré. Vas a pasar lo que yo pasé. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ruby. For it's Ruby. Keep slaying and fuck Lalo, he's such a bitch. Damn straight. Hell yeah. Guys, send some hate cash apps if you want to really mog Lalo right now. Okay, continuing on. Hello, Jazz.
You know how bitches have cycles and they say
Dalmatian lurking.
Syncs up with us, you know? I feel close to you, bro. Like when my doctor, when I used to have healthcare, can't talk about that. Checks my prostate.
What?
You know, it's like it's
How often does
bro-ish.
that happen?
Oh, you have to do that. It's like bro-ish, but it's like a little bit intimate. I like, I want to like, hug a little bit. You know?
Okay.
But he did nothing wrong. And, you know what I mean? And
Dude, see, Lalo's so insecure about it. It's like, just you know, play into it, Lalo. Play into it. But they do this subtle thing. Ben did this subtle thing the entire time. He's just talking about a bunch of gay stuff, just clowning on it. You know, it's a joke between Ben, Grace, and the stream. They're like clowning on him for his reaction and uncomfortableness with the gay stuff.
it's all like it's just all weird.
Like they're just using it's like, and that goes back to my point of like, why even hang out with these people, Lalo? Lalito, what's in it for you?
Gross.
Wait, what? Oh.
I feel like this is perfect. I always.
What is perfect?
Guys, I'm just so happy to be with you. I just feel like this is perfect. I don't know. It's like we're the perfect streamer family.
Do you know what he said when we woke up? He said, "I feel like a dad again." Chat. That's very sad.
Oh,
sad.
That's a gut. That's a heart wrencher.
Elaborate. Nobody knows in chat what that even means.
Well, because like you guys are like my son and daughter, like the
Your
TV.
literal daughter.
No, but I mean you're like my Well, I mean you're my TV like daughter.
Oh my god, I can't. Okay, I can't listen to this anymore. So then,
What am I gonna do now? For one.
Lalo's just being weird.
I understand it's hard until you feel like it's home.
What?
Until you feel like a place is like home. Sometimes the
That
first
nothing
night
to
is
do with it
tough.
at all.
What?
No, I had nothing to do with it.
What
Belly out.
really liked the girl, and he just happened.
Pants unzipped. Pants unzipped. Belly out. Bruh, dude, his chest is so weird. I guess it's kind of like he has like almost like a negative amount of man boob. Like there should be a little bit more man boob. Guys, his pants are unzipped. And yeah, and they trying to say this ain't weird. Look at that.
To be like at her place, and he's
That morning wood was out, bro. You cannot tell me.
Yeah, nice house.
panties, like, and he just put them back again. Would that be wrong?
Yes, that's gross.
Right.
I mean, I get why you would do that, but that's still the whole painting thing doesn't
why do you
even make
think a guy
sense
would
to
do
me.
that? Just hygiene check.
I think it's equivalent to like a girl smelling a guy's hoodie.
Fuck no, it isn't.
I'm
No, it
saying,
isn't.
I'm
No,
saying
it
if you
isn't.
did it in a way that was like obvious, like that, like
You're trying to get creepy.
yeah, that'd be creepy. But if you just wanted to like,
That's so gross.
you think that's gross?
Yes.
Came upon you like.
Okay, well,
you were just like-
not her panties that are in the not her panties that are in the hamper, but like her clean panties. It's
That's
got
even worse. What's
a
the point?
little remnant of. You think so?
Nah.
What if he never told her about it? Until they got
What is? Oh wait.
He just did it because he was horny.
Self-report. Okay.
So you say
I
you
think a girl would
do
care.
understand why a guy would do that? What's your understanding of that?
Well, I mean, if there's a distinct
Whoa.
smell and he loves the girl, then if he thinks the smell is of the girl, then he's gonna love it.
Hold on. Someone sent this. Someone clipped this. So let's see what this is.
She was sitting out there on that
New to you guys.
paddleboard, mogging for
Mogging.
me.
Dude, I saw this. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Oh my god, guys. So Ben, there's a 14-year-old girl. Okay, now we're getting back to like the real serious stuff. So there, every couple streams, Ben will say something that, you know, we add to the file. We add it to the file. I hope the audio is sharing. I can't really check. I can't get out of this. But we add it to the file of like all the creepy stuff of the things that people can maybe even using it against Ben in court of all the creepy, weird stuff he says. So he's going to say here, he's talking about a 14-year-old girl that was at the cabin when they were in Maine, okay? Listen. A 14-year-old girl that was in her swimsuit.
She was sitting out there on that
New to you guys.
paddleboard, logging for me. I mean, it was like
For me.
it was like a swim. I'm not saying it was porno, but it was like, what are you doing right in front of me?
Oh my, oh, dude, come on.
What are you doing in a swimsuit on the lake? It must be for sexually for me, right? Right? It's insane. This is genuinely how he thinks, guys. This is how he thinks. He thinks it's normal enough to say it on stream. He thinks that this is how everybody thinks. He can't possibly comprehend that maybe, you know, not everybody is trying to is sexually interested in him. He genuinely believes that. I was sexually obsessed with him.
Absolutely.
Oh no, that is autistic.
But like I mean, it's like it's no social skills. Like you are absolutely completely crossing a line when you talk about anybody that's not legal. Which I'm gonna try not to even get into that. I got like the last stream that I did before this, like I actually was getting so mad. I got so mad. Because Ben, he said on a speakeasy panel that it's okay for a 15-year-old, like in traditional societies, but then he ended up just saying it's okay for a 15-year-old that's like sexually developed to marry a grown older man. Specifically said older man, and have sex. So yeah, and then a few days later he does this. It's like, dude, this is like, I feel like he thinks he can just get away with saying anything. I'm like, this is the point where you're really like, it's gonna be over for you if you.
What are you doing right in front of me?
Oh my, oh, dude, come on.
Absolutely.
Oh no, that is autistic. That's like if I said,
She had
oh,
the
she
whole
was
fucking
showing the
lake
whole
to
ass.
be on, and she's sitting there, and like, you know, she knew she was.
20 feet away
She had a nice little body. This is not a child. She had a nice little body.
14.
Little
She's
body.
showing me all the different angles and
No.
and you know,
Showing me all the different angles. Ben, nobody is into. Ben, look at yourself in the mirror. Please. He genuinely thinks anybody would want validation or attention from him.
I didn't really look, but like I didn't not look. I'm not gay.
I looked.
He thinks that he's like some kind of like truth speaker of like, oh, I'm willing to say what everybody is thinking, what nobody will say, but everybody's thinking it. Wait, hold on. So I think Shamu did a better edit. He says,
the previous place we were in is because allegedly, because someone
here's the proof.
Thought
She was
that we had been filming a young woman who was 14.
She was sitting out there on that
New to you guys.
paddleboard, logging for me. I mean, it was like
nice
it was
little
like
body.
I'm not saying it was porno, but it was like, what are you doing right in front of me?
Oh my, oh, dude, come on.
Absolutely.
Oh no, that is autistic. That's like if I said,
She had
oh,
the
she
whole
was
fucking
showing the
lake
whole
to
ass.
be on, and she's sitting there, and like, you know, she
They're
knew
like
she
10,
was.
20 feet away
She had a nice little body. This is not a child. She had a nice little body.
Little
She's just
body.
showing me all the different angles and
No.
and you know.
So yeah, this is how Ben thinks. He's telling us, guys, straight from the horse's mouth. Isn't his daughter Maggie that age? So disgusting. For you to go there as a 52-year-old man, sick. Having a daughter that age, real disturbing. Yeah, that's actually the age when he started grooming Grace as well. Is around like 15, maybe like 14, 15, 16, you know, when they start going through puberty. That's when Ben likes them, okay? That's literally why Courtney, the mom, does not want, she tried so hard to get it through to Grace that she doesn't want the same thing happening to Maggie that happened to Grace. as Maggie started to become a older, I feel weird even saying her name. I feel like I shouldn't even, I think I'm not gonna do that in the future, but like, and then also because there's many incidents like this. There's a time when I remember when I was first getting to know the Thorpes, I was in a VC with, it was a Courtney and Grace fight, and Courtney brought up a moment where she was like, well, Grace, like, I don't remember what it's about, but basically Courtney brought up a story about how one time when Grace and her friends were over, and it was summertime, and the friend was over at Grace's house, and they were in their swimsuits, and they went outside to lay in the sun and suntan. And Ben, he was looking out the window, and I don't have the clip of this, but you can literally ask them. You can, and I guarantee you, they will not deny it. Okay, like, so Ben, he was looking through the window. Okay, and he saw them in their swimsuits, and he pleasured himself. He started pleasuring himself to these underage. Grace dropped out of high school, like, couldn't have been, it was like junior year, I think. So, young teenage girls, Ben is pleasuring himself to them, creeping through the window. They're laying out. And then I'm trying to like make light of a disgusting situation, bro, because then not only does he do that, which is the most degenerate thing that I've ever heard in my life and so creepy, and I would literally never ever feel comfortable ever again around my dad after that. He tells Courtney. He goes to Courtney later in the day and he's like, I have a funny anecdote, Courtney. I have a little funny story, a little thing that happened today. And he tells Courtney, and I assume that he probably told Grace too, because Courtney brought it up while they were fighting, and she was like, well, Grace, remember that incident? And Grace was like, wait, which one? Which incident? And then Courtney, like, Courtney didn't even want to say it on the VC. She didn't want to, like, embarrass. She's like, is it so bad? And so then, Grace, I don't know how she knew, if Ben told Grace as well, or if some, but, Smoky Guru, thanks for the membership. How did he know she was 14? I mean, this might be old chat, but they say it, the girl he's referencing back when it was actually happening, because they streamed this whole incident, there's a clip that shows Ben saying that she was 14. Oh, I heard that years ago. He got excited and pleasured himself to Grace and her young teen friend. Yeah, Grace had friends until her dad groomed her. Once he groomed her, she started, you know, getting isolated and like the family divorce drama and whatnot, spending all her time with him. He kind of inserted himself to be her best friend and whatever else, allegedly. My dad is the same age as Ben. I would drink myself to sleep every night if he said this stuff, joking or not. But yeah, actually, I remember Grace told me when we met up that there was like at least one friend that she had from high school that like stopped being friends with her after they found out that she started doing YouTube or like appearing on her, and they saw like how fucked up her family was and like what Grace and Ben like allegedly do or whatever, and the friend was like, I don't ever want to speak to you again. So I think she lost friends because of the YouTube stuff. Yeah, Ben acts like he's just saying what he had for lunch is so crazy. That's the craziest part, is that he thinks that he's like, it's like you can tell that he is so far removed. Like he thinks that he's just saying something that, you know, everybody thinks and no one has the balls to say it, but he's like this profound like philosopher, and it's like, no, Ben, you're actually a PDF. You're actually a PDF, dude. Can you say, it's like, what is the one where it's like attracted to like young teenagers? What is that one? Hold on. Yeah. Damn, my ChatGPT is lagging. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna. Ooh! Ooh, dude! I asked ChatGPT, so it typed the response, answered my question, and then it disappeared and said this violates our policies. Man, I'm just asking. I'm ChatGPT asking like I asked. I'm not even gonna say that. Ava, is he not just playing all this shit for clicks and views? His only hand being controversy. No, because we have the evidence that he was like acting like this and doing this before he ever started streaming, right? I genuinely believe that Ben thinks of himself as almost like a Joe Rogan type, or like a what's the guy's name? What is the guy's name? The Irish comedian named George Carlin. Like, that is, I know that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy to say, okay? But bear with me. I genuinely think that he views himself as like a George Carlin type genius figure, who's like, he thinks that he's hilarious. He thinks that he, like, all of his opinions are like genius. It's the same. Don't you know they my dope medicine? I meant medicine. Can I just take the weird shit? Not that. Okay. Even if it's not clinical, yeah, it's a ebephile is what they call it when you're attracted to like teenagers. Hebephile or something. Yeah, it is considered by today's standards. That is true. Someone else. Okay, let's get back to it. Here. So this is who Lalo slept. That is who Lalo slept in the same bed with. Because this is what Lalo is tolerating to get friend zoned by Grace. No offense, Grace, but Grace is not cute enough to go through all this for Lalo. It's very apparent that your desperation is showing.
That for what it is.
Okay,
So,
all right. So we're not that far off in saying like.
Nah, it's still fucked up. It's still weird.
Why? Because it's an invasion of privacy.
It's wild. Like Lalo, like Ben says all this shit. Lalo just says nothing. He says nothing back. He doesn't call him out at all. He just makes a face. Like, what a pussy. What a little bitch. You're my medicine, medicine.
I even smell it. I might as well just eat it at that point, and I'm not gonna.
Dude, look at this fucking animal. Wait, oh my god. Look at this. Big Baby Ben is the greatest Catholic philosopher ever, and he's proving it every stream. Oh wait, this reminds. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. So there was Gnome, who's friend of the stream. She's been on the stream before. She was also in the chat of last night's chat when Lalo and Ben were hanging out. Okay. Hold on. I screenshotted some chats from that I forgot to read. I'm like, I have to read these on my stream. Okay, so hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Gnome says D-Dog is gonna be pissed if Lalo gets to put his hand on Grace's leg during the stream. He will never talk to her again for the next hour. And then Gnome says, Lalo sexting would be so weird. It'd be like, tell me what you want me to do to you. Elaborate. Elaborate. Elaborate further. Okay, I came. Good night. I was trying to get them to read the Lalo sex because Grace, she read the Dalmatian dog when she was in the car with Dalmatian. She just started reading all of like the stuff that he sent her. Smokey Guru said, I screenshotted this too. He said, Ben isn't gay, he's just super curious about everything gay and gay people and being alone with them in the RV. And Gnome says pheromones are backfiring. Now Ben, that's when I commented about the vinegar pheromones, and Gnome says pheromones are backfiring. Now Ben is telling him to uncork his butt so they can spend time in bed together. Okay. And some screenshots that I took. So cute. I ship it. Them walking. And then oh, okay, and then this is during the what is the timestamp for this? Screen recorded from this morning. Damn it, I don't know the timestamp because it was live. Hold on. I gotta show you guys this too. First let's rewind this and see how much of a fucking animal monkey this guy is. Hold on.
Weird.
Why? Because it's an invasion of privacy.
Just look at this guy, man.
Because what? Why even smell it? You might as well just eat it at that point, and it's not gonna. I'm already adverse.
So disgusting, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's. I would just say like.
Why is his hand like going? What is this, guys? Do we see the hand placement? Oh wait, oops. Do we see the hand placement here? What the fuck is going on? And you want me to believe Ben didn't pull no creep shit the whole night?
You shouldn't get yourself like horny. Probably horny enough.
You want coffee?
Right, Grace? Would you agree with that?
Right, Grace? Would you agree? You shouldn't get yourself horny, Grace? Yeah. This is definitely the way that a guy talks to his daughter. Yeah. Grace, are you horny that my hand is hovering over my fucking balls right now? My pants are unzipped and I'm shirtless. What is this?
I wouldn't say it's. I would just say like you shouldn't get yourself like horny. You're probably horny enough.
You want coffee?
Right, Grace? Would you agree with that?
Nigga.
Really? You're
Then you're gonna touch your face.
Guys?
Health guys, like nasal
You
health.
only got 4 hours of sleep, Lalo. You sure you want some coffee?
Yeah, is that true?
I felt like it was like 10. You know what it was?
I slept asleep to the dead.
You did.
Okay.
Did I get less than 10? You guys were being really fucking noisy, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Get some sleep.
Yeah. You got like I don't know, 5 hours.
Damn.
Why is he just so comfortable sitting like this? How? Okay. There, he moves. Dude, this man is like almost on bed rest. Like he does not. He's been laying in that. When you think about it, he's been laying. This is supposed to be a Lalo roast stream, but it always turns into this. Shitting on Ben. He's been laying on that mattress since. If we look at the last stream, they went back in the RV after the grocery store. He laid there, probably around whenever they went to bed. He said he slept like 10 hours. We'll add like 2 hours before he went to bed. Now he's laying there. They've been live for 30 minutes, so probably up for a little bit before that. So he doesn't get up. He doesn't lift a finger. He doesn't lift a fucking finger. I'm like, that's so, and he thinks it's a flex. And it's like the muscles are atrophying. Like it's actually kind of scary. Like if I saw like anybody else that wasn't Ben, like I would actually be concerned about them. I actually remember there was a period where I was in, this was probably like one of my worst relapses. And I was smoking so much weed and I was just like, I was in such a bad place. And like, I didn't want to leave the house. I would get my dab pen. The only time I would leave the house was like to go and get fucking weed or whatever. And, whatever the fuck else I was doing. And like, I just laid around, like I barely ever I stopped going to the gym. But it was like a 2-week long thing where it was like bad like that. And I was like so depressed. I just sat around. Like, I got no physical activity. I didn't even go on walks or anything. Like, the most I would do is just walk to my car, leave the house. And it was just for a short period of time, okay? Because usually, other than that, like, and I had an insane amount of muscle atrophy. Like, I felt how weak I was, and like the difference was drastic. It was scary. Like, I barely had any stamina just from 2 weeks of this. I can't imagine with the lifestyle that Ben lives. Like, he must. Yeah, Ruby's like, she says she's like that with the weed, but you go on your walks and stuff at least. But that is like, so, like, you lose it so quick, and when you're old and you're not going to the gym, you're not getting that shit back, dude. Like, you can get back to a certain level, but like Ben, the amount that he smokes and how long he's just been laying around and like literally atrophying just to be like a fatty lump. Like, at this point, he probably has the same muscle density of like a 12-year-old girl. Like, there's nothing. He doesn't lift a finger. He doesn't even wipe his own butt, dude. Use it or lose it. If it was anybody else, I would be so concerned. I would be like, you're not gonna make it much long. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, you're not gonna make it much longer. Like, there needs to be a severe intervention in your life. He will be immobile. He's like the equivalent of one of these like 600-pound life people, you know? Like, they can't even get out of bed anymore. They can't take a bath themselves. They have to like order like a giant like horse bath vat to like take a bath in because they can't fit in their bathtub, and like they can't do anything, right? Like, they can barely stand up or walk. They have to dude, that is what it is. He literally is living like he is a morbidly obese person. He gets the thing at the store, the mobility, the cart, the electronic scooter. And that he's like the male version of Amberlynn Reed, dude. That's what he is. And then Grace is hanging around him all the time. And it's like, now he's encouraging this lifestyle with her. I mean, at least I guess she has to do double this stuff, so she's still getting the work in, but like, no physical activity from these people. It's okay. We have to ask ChatGPT. Actually, we're asking ChatGPT okay, how much life does how old is Ben? 52? Does a 52-year-old man who lays/sits down 90 to 90, honestly, realistically, 90 to 95% of the time have left. He also smokes a pack a day. I don't know exactly how much he smokes, but I'll guess at least a pack a day, but I'll just say a pack a day. Boom. Okay, let's see. Is at a significantly increased risk for a variety of health issues. Both sedentary behavior and smoking are major risk factors for premature death and chronic illnesses. He doesn't give a fuck. Research indicates that sitting for more than 6 to 8 hours a day can increase the risk of death by 19 to 40%. And it's at least 40% for Ben because of factors like diet and physical activity. He doesn't get physical activity. This is like for somebody who at least, like, you know, they're saying like, oh, somebody with like a desk job where they sit all day but then they still go to the gym. Even that is bad. Smoking a pack a day loses about 10 to 11 years of life on average. So I think the average lifespan for a man is like 75 in America. A little less than 75. So like Ben so if you factor in, okay, the smoking is definitely going to take off like 10 years if we're just like, you know, averaging. I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, there's people that my grandpa, he smoked a pack a day his whole life and he lived till he was 90. I know someone's going to be in the chat saying that, but let's be real, the science doesn't lie. So there's the 10 years minus 10 years. So we'll say 62. And then I don't know exactly. It doesn't give me the number of years that sedentary lifestyle will take off, but it's got to be an almost equally sized chunk. So Ben has like a few years left. Maybe that's why he doesn't really give a fuck. Combined lifestyle factor. So these combined lifestyle factors could cut life expectancy by as much as 15 years or more. Wake up call, guys. My grandpa got blackout drunk almost every night and lived until 53. Dude, my grandpa was such a bad alcoholic. He didn't even get drunk anymore. He just had to drink beer just to, like, it stopped. Like, he was like, when he was raising my mom, it was like he was horribly abusive and all that. But then by the time he had grandkids, he was like this amazing stand-up guy, and like they all loved him because he wasn't abusive anymore, because he was just fucking wet-brained, like chilling, and the alcohol was just for sustenance. You missed some of the roasting. No, we're gonna do a lot more roasting. We just took a brief intermission because Ben was talking about making PDF file adjacent comments, and then we started roasting Ben. But we're back to the Lalo. Let's go back to the Lalo. Lalito. Oh my god, Ruby says that's my grandpa's story too. Ruby and I are long lost cousins. It has to be. Okay.
It's not over here. I know that.
Look at just look at Lalo looking at this. Just look at his face.
It's not over here. I know that.
Grace, anger.
That's not like a normal way to look at around. Like, he gives me everything. So okay, wait. Let's get to the walk. Oh, I missed this whole segment. I tuned in for like a second when they were here, and then like Lalo was just like being awkward, looking around everywhere. Yeah.
Your one aspect or one attribute that therefore your whole thing is predestined. That's kind of asinine. So soul-wise, you're kind of off base.
Can you imagine having to sit through a meal with this guy? Like, genuinely, I would be trying to think of every escape that I could possibly think of.
Completely. So
You think that your height is a choice?
no, if I made certain decisions, that's aside from like there's that. You're
I
not
believe
born.
in that. It's fine. Yeah. Like your ethnicity is not your choice.
I'd be clean.
Okay, let's get to the walking video. Where is it? I screen recorded this. Okay, they go back and damn it, I missed a lot of this. I don't know. I don't have the timestamps. Wait.
No, we don't even have a remote
All right, so
controller.
this piss jug talk is really irritating me. But now that we're unmuted, I'm gonna tell you that the dipel does give me the shits sometimes.
Oh, that's so good.
Sometimes.
Yo,
So I also haven't charged my phone since yesterday. But see, I'm so conscientious.
You sound like such a hoot to hang out with Lalo. Okay, so they just lay around again, more laying around. Okay, finally, here we go. They go to Ulta. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the next thing. Okay, where Lalo is not beating the allegations here. He specifically requests to go to Ulta, the makeup store. Okay, Lalo says, guys, I need to re-up on my skincare, get some concealer. You know.
That I came in with like a 90. So I'm at a 45.
So
and I forgot.
I was
anything in the world they can do. This is the number one. This is Lalo's number one choice, right? Okay. Oh yeah, hit the fucking like button, you fucking bitch, pay pig bitches. Yeah. I'm trying to appeal to Grace's audience, because apparently they're all like submissive cucks or something. Oh my god, only 39 likes. Guys, hit it. I need to watch it go up before we do the Ulta segment, because it's ultra gay. Oink oink. Yes. That's right. Oink for me, baby. Oink for me. Okay. Thanks for liking, guys. Guys! Mommy's disappointed. Mommy's disappointed in you. You're my medicine, medicine. I'm better than everything. Oh, damn. Okay, we're at 50. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you mucho. Okay, so they go to Ulta. Okay. Winkers assemble. So they go to Ulta as per Lalo's request. This is when I actually tuned in. It's like he likes being humiliated. I just don't, there's no other explanation. It always comes down to this with these people.
If they think I'm an Arab terrorist, they might have to pat me down more than usual.
Hey, I know Arab, I'm Mexican.
And like, I'm like, it always comes down to that, where there's like no other explanation.
No, I do feel like
And I think it makes sense. Like, it's more common than we think, guys. The humiliation fetish thing. Like, I didn't even learn this until watching Ruby's channel. Actually, is like that a lot of trans people. The reason why I didn't even know this at all is because of like autogynephilia. I'd never even heard of autogynephilia, but it's where they actually like are sexually, not all of them, but like there's a decent chunk that are like they're sexually aroused by, I guess, being the other gender. And I'm like, I don't like it, just the humiliation of it. I don't know. Back to
Really?
I look Arab for sure.
Just because you are slumming it doesn't mean you have to look like you're from the slums, Lalo.
Did I ever say that?
Or did you lock it?
Yeah, I said that. You need to be
I'm
tailored.
sorry.
All right.
Yeah, the bottom is wild. Wait, okay, they're too long and they're not.
That's what happens when I buy shit for myself. Okay. They're not tapered.
But they don't taper. Like you look like you.
Those shoes are so bad. 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 Those shoes are the shoes that like the department store, like Walmart or Fred Meyer, sells. You know, when you're in like 5th grade and you go back to school shopping and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get Nikes and be cool, but it's like the best option that they have. Like everything is so ugly, and it's like, I guess I'll just get like the black and white ones, but like they're all so ugly and atrocious. This is, you know, like Lalo, out of any shoe in the entire world, guys, this is what Lalo chooses. This looks like it is from 2009. But like not cool vintage, like ugly vintage, like those like popcorn shirts, you know? It's like those popcorn shirts that is like, oh, like, because it's like people will say vintage and you're like, it's cool, but it's like, no, this is like the vintage that everyone wants to forget about. But it's not even vintage, it's just dated. It's not even vintage yet. It's like Lalo is a male equivalent of like, Lalo is the male equivalent of, like this. Like all the ugliest trends from like the 2000s. Let's see. Like this. The emoji. They're so bad though. Like, look up Heaven's Gate shoes. Okay, wait. Heaven's Gate shoes. Yeah. This is. These are better though. These are better than they're ugly. They're very ugly. It's like he could do any, like he could just get like a basic like it's really not that hard to just get, you know, a decent shoe. You don't have to be like a shoe guy, right? But just like go on to like Foot Locker, look at what's popular. Let's look here. Like that would be fun. Like just something basic like that. Like you can say basic, but like just with a little bit more of a, okay, these are fucking crazy. Wait, how do we go to popular top sellers. These are top sellers? That's crazy. Just get some forces, dude. He could even, I could see Lalo in the New Balances. Jordan, I have these shoes. I have these exact shoes. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Just like a nice basic pair of Jordans. You're my medicine, medicine.
Got like a block leg, you know what I mean?
Steve from Minecraft. Perfect. All right.
Yeah. They're like for a guy.
She keeps recording him from behind, bro. Grace knows exactly what she's doing. Every time she gets a shot of him walking, bro.
Because they make you look short. Yeah, not believe you. I need like almost like. See how mine are like.
I live for the. Guys. Tell me he's not like shaking his fucking hips. Lalo is like that guy. Like, I remember like back when I first discovered like in middle school, and I discovered that like guys like butts, and that's like an attractive thing, and I would be like, I'm gonna sway my hips a little when I walk, and I'll be and like there's so many girls that did this in middle school where they would like just not walk normal, and they would just be like like when there's a guy walking behind them. And that's what, and then they would deny it. There, someone would call them out, and they'd be like, "When just walking normal." Like, this is exactly what Lalo's doing. You guys, watch. This is mating dance. Hold on. We'll do slow-mo.
The top, and then they slim down a little bit.
He is like doing the Shakira hips. Tell me he's not. Ready? Strut.
Learn to dress, nigga. Let's find him some new
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, maybe. See the scat streak.
The drip.
He would do so well as if he would just like admit that he's gay. He would do so well, bro. He would do so well. So then they go into Ulta. They get concealer for Lalo's fake hickey that he totally. I am a wholeheartedly one of the hickey conspiracy theorists that believes that Lalo gave it to himself to like try and make Grace jealous and make the stream think that he gets bitches. But so they.
It's funny.
They go
Scat streak. Oh yeah, OBC. Look it up, boy.
Oh my god. That's sweet.
I'm just vlogging, by the way. I hope you don't mind. Thank you.
She's like one of these film students that makes you watch films, and they're getting progressively longer. But anyway, so
what? His level of awkwardness makes me feel so much better about myself. Like, I used to be like this back when I was like 15. Like, I had really bad social anxiety, and like I was so bad at talking. Like, I would just say the weirdest, most off the cuff shit, and then just in my head be like, ah! I'm like, but I grew out of it. I learned social skills, you know. I don't think Lalo ever. Like, wow, that was like embarrassing. Wait, ready, guys? Listen to this. Oops.
It's vlogging, by the way. I hope you don't mind.
Grace says, I'm just vlogging, by the way.
Exactly.
I'm just vlogging, by the way. I hope you don't mind. Thank you.
She's like one of these film students that makes you watch films, and they're getting progressively longer. But
she's like one of those film students that makes you watch films, and they're getting progressively longer. That's what he said. Then he was like, oh, anyway. And now I feel like he's gonna be even weirder because he's gonna be trying to like redeem himself for that weird comment.
But anyway, so you think she'd be good at makeup, but she has no idea like what's up.
You think she'd be good at makeup? What? Because she's a film student? You still ain't making sense, man. Oof.
Cover these up with. and I've been trying to ice them down for 2 days.
I think you might need color corrector or something. Oh, that super thick coverage stuff.
This poor worker, dude. The walk. She doing them dirty, filming the walk. She's laughing at this. Dude, she's laughing. Did you hear that? She thinks he wants to cover AIDS lesions.
Oh
They
my
have
god.
like foundations, CC cream, and they have like concealers too. So it's really up to you which one you want to use.
Yeah.
If you were gonna use a color corrector under that, you could do Tarte as well.
Dude, one thing I'll say, I don't trust these hoes that work at Ulta, Sephora at all. I don't trust them. I've watched like job videos of like ex-employees that worked there, and they have incentives from certain companies. Like if you ask them for a recommendation, like they'll be like extra sales incentives for like a specific company for like the day or the week, right? And so they're trying to push that product. So she walking out, dude, I bet she's gonna do him dirty. I've been done dirty. I can't stop looking at this butt. No homo. Shit's swaying. What I'm saying, dude. Shit's swaying. It's like, I just know what Lalo would say if he'd come on. He'd be like, why are you being creepy and looking at my butt? Ew, you're weird. I'm like, dude, you can't not look at it. Everybody's looking at it.
Really nice one they have.
Just start a brand or something.
Yeah. I think you would think it's good.
Are you saying these? These are the this?
Okay.
Yeah, I feel bad.
This is where I tuned in. And then they do it, and
Well, I have my license like as long
The markers itself. Because mine started out purple.
I'm trying to remember color theory.
he's like, this is the color that it started. You want to see a photo whenever he was purple.
You have to take a science class for this?
Well,
You have to take a science class. Okay, now he's just being a straight guy. Do you have to take a science class for this? What? Okay, that's the one comment that Lalo has made the entire time. That is the one comment, guys, where I'm like, okay, maybe you are straight. Maybe you are. It is Farzan, but only to a certain degree, because if you're a guy and you have like a big butt, like, I mean, people are just gonna stare at it and talk to you, roast you for it, just because even though it's not inherently like, yeah, it's not really like a bad, like it's just a little bit like, whoa.
You got a license?
But I think it's green is for purple and red is
Yeah.
But yeah, girl, do the makeup for me, girl.
These is that there's not enough shades.
That one might be perfect, actually. Actually, yeah, that's like just blending in.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my god, that is perfect.
What do you
Wow. That's actually good. That's actually a good concealer.
call the color? Oh, that'd be the next section. So, like you see how there's a farmer's tan or whatever?
Right.
What color is this vaguely though? If this is like a 58N, I don't know what the scale's.
It's a lot light.
Fix his farmer's tan. He's trying to fix his farmer's. Guys, straight men in chat. Straight men in chat. Have you ever felt like you needed to put makeup on a farmer's tan? You want your skin tone to match, girl. You want your skin tone to match. No. No. Never. Of course not. No distinctions. I guess I'll sit this one out. Okay. Oh my god. We need to get to the walking scene already.
Later.
It is a lot later.
Okay, they check out.
Whatever.
He's awkward at the cashier too. He's so awkward, bro. Hold on. Here, he walks up to the cashier.
Wait a minute. This is an important consideration on the daily basis, okay? If I'm wearing a non-collared shirt, I could either raw dog it or I can go like this. But I feel like this is a little overt.
He does this thing also, like, throughout the entire thing, yesterday and today, where he, like, tries to get validation from Grace or the chat, or he'll be like, hey, like, does this look okay? Like, but, like, he does it he'll do it in a little more roundabout way, but, he's, like, seeking, like, validation or advice about, like, his appearance and stuff. It's like, just chill. Like, the insecurity, like, you think that you have this whole, like, facade persona to, like, cover it up, but it's seeping out, Lalo. It's seeping out. He says, do you think I should wear my chain, Grace?
What's over?
The chain. Out.
Is the chain in or out, girl?
I feel like it looks totally normal. What would you do? Put it underneath?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sheathed or unsheathed?
Put it underneath.
Underneath? That's your preference?
He says, I'll do whatever your preference is, baby.
That's half underneath.
Oh, fuck.
This is his way of flirting. I think this is unironically his way of flirting.
There you go.
I don't really see the point of that. You
Okay.
can't even see it.
Well, that's the point.
Lalo is a girl's girl. Okay, so then they check out.
It's not the right word. It's a banal question I have to deal with all the time.
God, we need to go back to the I need a USB. Oh. I noticed it. I forgot I asked.
Answer your phone number on the pin tag, please.
He just gives her his phone number. Like he has an account with Ulta or something.
Ooh, Olaplex.
He
said a few days ago.
He says he starts talking about his hickey, his alleged hickey to the cashier.
It's crazy. No, I just had an accident a few days ago that I need to hide from my parents.
He said, I have an accident. I gotta hide it from my parents.
Again, I asked you.
I'm not gay, I swear.
So,
Okay, so you don't want to sign up.
no, that's it.
Oh, there he is.
So then they go outside.
But
you know what?
Okay, oh, this is it. Okay, so then they go outside, and this is the next time that Grace like tries to humiliate him. Okay, she tries to get him to do a model walk. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Turn your neck. The camera doesn't pick it up, but it left a kind of white cast. But that's fine. Nobody would notice it.
Then how would you notice it, huh?
You see how it's like a little bit. Stop, Poppies.
Not really. Let me explain like kissing very intensely.
You're saying you can accidentally give somebody kissing.
Okay, hold on. Where is it? It's out in front of this store.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, we right back. I'll give you $5. He's gonna. And I would. That Grace, crack your dad's idea.
Where is it?
I have a secret concept.
Oh, it's in front of the next.
I think that it might be.
Okay, hold on.
Suck on
Okay,
Ben's
it's
toe.
here.
Ben, I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. She giggles again. You can barely hear it, but she laughs filming behind.
Lalo, you got it. Do a model walk, like pretend you're a male model.
I don't know what a male model does.
It's like it's very aggressive. It's like a stride, you know. Yeah.
Dude, now tell me that doesn't look exactly like hold on. I saw like a video of the. Hold on. Damn it, I can't remember where. I thought this was like a bigger thing than it was. But there was like a video, like a psychology video that I was watching about like how sociopaths and psychopaths walk. Is like they have a specific type of walk. I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but like where instead of like, you know, just chilling with their, like they go like oh wait, no, they don't move their head. They go.
This kinda
Yeah, better.
Jump scare.
Oh,
I gotta finish my smoke.
Dude, look at the little hand thing too. Wait, he walked into the store.
get her body in it.
Watch his hand.
Oh,
Oh, girl, shit.
I gotta finish my smoke. He's walking like the alien from Romulus.
oh.
Go lean back. We both gotta lean back. Let's work on our shoulders. Let's see from the side. Stand normally.
Like, what do you mean normally?
Like just how you would normally stand. Okay.
He's like totally just her puppet. Like he does whatever she tells him to. You know? Anything for that green card. That's what it feels. That's what this feels
Your
like.
shoulders back. No, not your back, just your shoulders.
That's how it is.
All right, arch your back slightly. I'm not trolling you. Like, just arch it. Like, look at me. Ready?
Go straight.
And then tilt your head up. Like, hold your head up.
Yeah.
Walk like.
That is a little bit better. But buddy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's better. You already improved massively.
Yeah, that's he looks exactly the same. You fucking liar, Grace. That's better, Lalo. She says this is better.
Yeah, that's better. You already improved massively. Am I right, chat?
Ava simping for that boy booty. Is Lala wearing a diaper, perhaps? Okay, so now, how long am I going for? 2 hours? Holy shit. I'm trying to do shorter streams so that like I feel like it's too intimidating to click on something when it's like at like 3 hours long. Even 2 hours is a lot, but I'll go for a little bit longer because there's still a bit. So then I'll play the part when I come on. I come on and I'm like, you know what? They start shopping. Lalo's in his element. You know the deal.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, what the fuck?
Korea, Grace.
Ah!
Tell me, why don't you just join the stream? That actually looks good.
Where did my Siri? Where did my Siri just go? It's going again. Stop it! Go
I'm
away.
not sure I understand.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I can only get on the internet way late. I appreciate the late night long streams. Dude, I went on one of those at like 6 a.m. the other night. I went on this guy's 6 viewer stream and debated him for 2 fucking hours. and he's so I despise him. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time talking? This guy's obviously retarded. But I actually did learn quite a bit about. He was this like conspiratorial, like he does this thing called the Illuminati podcast or something, and he basically believes that like the U.S. government is entirely corrupt and has like corrupted the Constitution and isn't actually doing anything by the Constitution anymore. And I was like, okay, give me one example. And then the one example I go into, I like look it up myself, and I'm like, it's so obvious because he's like, the Federal Reserve, they don't have the gold silver backing anymore and all this stuff, and they won't let me exchange gold for silver, and it's in the Constitution, and the government is corrupt and the corrupt religion and blah blah. And I'm like, you're just misunderstood. Like the whole thing was just him misunderstanding the Constitution because he's stupid, and he took that entire thing to be. And he's like, no, you don't understand, bro. You don't understand. And he's doing all these like sovereign citizen talking points. And I'm like, it was cool. It was good. I got some like debate practice. How much do you talk about Jerome Powell? I don't even, dude. At a certain point, I was just, I would ask him a question. I would be like, okay, can you answer my question? Yes or no? And then he would be like, you don't understand, man. The fucking 1916 case of Gemma versus Roe v. Wade. I don't know any cases at all, but I was like, answer my question. I wish I streamed it. I wonder if he's like commenting on my videos and stuff now, being like, so you debated a 12-year-old. Yeah, he got his child taken away from he got like his parental rights terminated, and that's obviously what kind of I came in initially just to be like, dude, like you're obviously just coping. You have a victim complex. You're coping because you got fucked in court. And oh my god, okay, I can't even. This is not the topic of the stream. Sorry, guys. But okay, so Lala, they go shopping. They're in his element. She's trying to give Lalo a makeover, and just kind of make him her little project, okay? And there's nothing great here until he like tries on this blue jacket, which was like very commercial.
Be mean too. I have no ego about these. Okay, I didn't pick all of them.
Okay, turn around.
I would like 1000% think that he's autistic if I saw him in this outfit. I think I am getting better. I think I actually am, but I think the guy was also really, really stupid. So I think that's why. Because I was like, okay. Because I kept trying to be like, I with this guy, it was like the first person. I'm like, oh, okay. I understand your underlying ideology of like how you operate from, and it like I've never been able to piece that together so easily.
It's small.
Okay. So she's putting him in the fucking florals, whatever, blah, blah. Boring. I was super bored during this. Super bored. So then I ended up coming up. Because I think, you know, we had to unite over our mission to humiliate Lalo. What topics do I want to debate? I kind of enjoyed debating like I liked debating that conspiracy theorist guy because they're so, I think that like people that like fall into that kind of stuff, especially when it's like stupid conspiracy theories where you're obviously wrong, like they don't understand the opposite side at all. So they're just really easy to dunk on because they just get in their echo chamber and they're like, yeah, that sounds right. Like, and like they act like they like research all the side, but it's like they won't listen. It's like if they listened to anybody who actually, like for instance, like flat earthers, like they're so like brain rotted in their own ideology that it's like they don't even know the opposing side's arguments or how to address it. So it's like it's super easy to dunk on them because they get so deep in their echo chambers. You did a debate? Gnome did a debate on Process? I want to watch that. Yeah, me too. That's the thing is if you want to get into it, it's like it's hard because there's so many things that people want to debate that are like current events. It is you have to learn about it and you have to it's time consuming, and then it's kind of like, okay, I'm learning all about this just for like a stupid debate, and I'm never gonna actually apply this knowledge in my life. But like, for example, like, how's the current events going? Like the second Trump shooter, like people will spend like hours debating, and I'm like, I can't hop on a panel and debate that because I don't know about that. And the Ava versus Andrew Wilson showdown is inevitable. Hey guys, it's on the table anytime. Anytime, it's on the fucking table. But I have to do my Healthy Family Force video first, and then I'll do the. I need to go work on my. I have so many real life things that I need to do though. Like, I need to send in so many applications. Like, my entire day tomorrow is just going to be me, like, being productive, submitting applications. Like, I need a job very badly at this point. Cause I've been like, I wait until the last minute, like, to, like, I let the stress compile where I'm like, I can still get by, like, I'll be able to make my rent, you know, but it's like it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, time to hunker down, Ava. And like, I'm like, I could have done it earlier, but I'm like, I'll tell myself, I'm like, well, you know, with the stress and the pressure, I'll be more productive, and I'll just knock it down out in a few days. Yeah, everything is last minute, you know. 1v1 him on whatever, lose and get clout. That would be the outcome. I used to be a conspiracy theorist. Me too. I used to be one. That's why it's like, I know, like, I'm like so confident in what their stance is. I was wholeheartedly conspiracy theorist, like an angry one. Like I was genuinely terrified. I lived in so much fear. I thought there was gonna be a food shortage. I went and bought like a bunch of canned shit. It was like for like I was in the prepper shit for like a week. Hate is good debate. Reject. Yes. 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 Oh, I have this bad. Rejection leads to obsessive behaviors. Good or bad debate topic. I think that that's totally true. So I don't know. Do people even disagree with that? That definitely happened with my ex, like, big time. Ava, do you consider Grace a friend? No. Yeah, that's what conspiracy theory type stuff. It's totally. I actually remember I looked into this. I wanted to understand what like the typical personality profile of a conspiracy theorist is, and they're more likely to be people that are really angry and lonely. Angry, lonely, and it is a narcissist thing of like, oh, I know this secret that like nobody else knows, you know? Like, I'm smarter than everybody else. Like the guy that I was debating at 6 a.m. with 6 viewers was like, he was like, I'm like, okay, so you're saying that the whole court in your child custody case, you're saying the whole court was corrupt, but and that you were right, and that you understand the Constitution, and they're all corrupt, and they're not listening to the Constitution, and he defended himself in court as well. He defended himself. He didn't want a lawyer. He thought he could do it himself. So narcissistic, and then still blames like the corrupt system and blames like the social worker that testified against him that apparently lied. He's saying it's all their fault, and that like I'm like, dude, you people who represent themselves suck. There's a reason that nobody does it. It's fucking retarded. You're not gonna win. He doesn't take any personal responsibility for it. It's all other people's fault. Totally narcissistic ass shit to do. And it's just like with if you're like a really hardcore conspiracy theorist, it's kind of the same thing of like if you're I debated Ben. No. I see the joke. But yeah, it's totally a thing of like, oh my god, all these idiots falling for this propaganda, but I see through it. I know. I'm with the elites. I know what they're doing. I'm smarter. Okay, back to this though.
No. All right.
When did I call in? Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm wondering because we're trying different things on. Do you?
Oh wait, oh no, she grabbed that shirt and then...
Isn't it?
Am I being gassed for it? No, it isn't. Look, okay, look at the pants. This is all girl shit. You don't think you look good in
Go.
Men's boots. But like any. Boots. Fuck no.
You're
Straight up somewhat.
Okay.
you're
if
Mr.
I want
Nice
you to-
Guy
like,
vibe right now.
If I want you to neg me, but like, listen to what I'm saying.
So stupid if I carry it this way.
The problem with these two
does.
kids, like,
Hold on.
guys,
It looks like we're both pregnant, and I got the fucking.
Okay, yeah, that jacket looks a lot cheaper.
Basically, we try and you know, get Lalo to be our bitch successfully, which is crazy because I was like, dude, this is so like Lalo. He like knows that we're trolling. We come on, we decide to unite for this one cause, which is to get Lalo to dress as gay as possible, and he does it. Like he goes through, and you know how much trouble it is to like try clothes on. Like I hate trying stuff on, like when you go to the store and you have to like untie your shoes and take off your pants and take off everything and like put on the new clothes, and it's just like it's a hassle. And if you're in like a big department store, you have to walk all the way across the store, put things back, grab things, find your size, whatever. It's a hassle. They already went through like a huge session in the dressing rooms. And then for some reason, he agrees to just let us dress him up in whatever we say. So here's that.
Yeah, but
which actually makes me feel a little bad for him, but
the color and the cut, I like it. I think it's funny.
I'm trolling when I say this. I'm saying the problem with Lalo's aesthetic, and he can go with it if he wants. He is ashamed of his body, and he's trying to like kind of wear solids and dark clothes to cover it up. He's got to go dick out. You know what I mean? He's got to go like the total opposite, like everything tight, like everything on display, and then
Can you turn the volume
and
on the
then
phone?
like grow into it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you mean everything on display?
Yeah, like I'm saying, like George Michael Wham era shorts, like super tight.
I had no idea what that reference was. But, you know, I was like, hey, I'm going to unite with Ben for this cause. For this cause. His eyebrow movements are so odd. That is so true. I know, dude. The food's nice, or listen. Okay? I'm a weightlifter. I'm a bodybuilder. I got to get the gains. And it wasn't soft. It was delicious rigatoni, Italian sausage, red onion, parmesan.
And like, you know, he's got to own, like George Michael had hairy legs. He was a Greek dude.
Dude, it's the weirdest thing for me will always be, I always point out the moments when Lalo goes like,
you know, he's
got he does these head tilts. Or like head tilts.
Oh, like George Michael had hairy legs.
Like you just did it. Like it's such a straight girl. Oh, I wish I could find this fucking video. There was like it's such a like, and the angle too, dude. Like, come on, Lalo. Come on. He's like that straight girl, like selfie pose of like.
He was a Greek dude. He wasn't like a twink, and Lalo's not like a twink, but like these.
That word for it, but athleisure type thing, you know, where you have like the like.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of like tuxedo in like elementary school.
And then Lalo would then begin to show up at elementary school in a tuxedo. It's so funny. He is that kid. He is that kid. Gay best friend type vibes. It looks like he's trying to sneak a sniff of grace interesting theory. It's so hard to see. It's like half the time those types of things pop up in my head, and then half the time I'm like, he's gay. Look how pissed Grace is watching him. She dries up fast after that. He reminds me of a bird. He's constantly preening and head tilting like a little peacock.
Tattoo it with a tuxedo in like elementary school.
Yeah, like confirmation class or something. It's like you got to go with like weird like diagonal patterns, bright colors, like I don't know all shit.
So
who I am.
Yeah.
So we get him to
weirdness.
I don't think there's any problem with how Lalo looks, but if he, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I showed off.
Okay, listen. Saying like something like this.
The wildest shit you can find.
No.
I was actually trying to help for a second. When I said no, I'm like, you should get him some nice sneakers. I was actually trying to be helpful, but then I'm like, okay, we'll just go for the gayest thing.
Yeah, you guys need to go. I don't. They make
too.
What the?
So
child. I don't think he's a sneakers we get for Lala. Looking at like.
I saw you.
Yes.
Grace picks this. So funny. Then they pick like these green elf shoes. It ends up in this moment. Okay, I don't know why the fuck Lalo agreed to this.
Hey guys,
welcome to his.
Yes, nigga. Yes. Take that undershirt
Oh, you gotta use the shoes. You
off.
gotta use the shoes. The shoes are terrible.
That is terrific. That's terrific.
The shoes.
Don't give that at all. No, but he's just not a guy. I love that shirt. That's great. That's great.
it needs to be tighter.
I carry the shirt, but the shirt's awful.
Try unbuttoning this one.
Yeah.
That color does look good on him.
I actually like it, Lalo. It makes you pop.
It does. I agree.
Yeah, that's a great shirt. I agree 100%.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, that's a Lalo shoe. Oh, the hat.
I think the thing with Lalo.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, I was like, I have to get Genuine by Pony to play while he struts to this. I like sprinted. Bro, I sprinted to my bedroom to get this.
Pants is fire.
Really.
That's backwards.
Fuck you.
Right? Oh, I don't know.
Whatever, Grace. It's fine.
Pass the drip check.
Yeah. Okay. So this one. The pleasures.
Ava's playing music for you to model.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's that. He puts on one more outfit. That was my favorite moment though, the pony moment. And then Grace was like, let's do a makeover for me. And then I was like, no thanks. Left for that. Ooh, she got the biddies out. Holy fuck, girl, whoa. She got all out there for the stream. Oh, damn. All right. Oh, that's cute, though. That's cute.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Okay. And then do I come back? Is there anything else good here? So Ben has been laying down for hours. Ava couldn't help but participate in the cucking of this man. Yeah. Women are evil. My Discord link has expired. Okay, I'll post it. I haven't been in Discord in like 2 days now. Oh my god. Stupid Wi-Fi. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold on. Invite. Copy. Paste. Discord invite in the chat. Okay.
To go on the whatever podcast dressed in drag. I don't give a fuck because it would be funny and I'm a streamer. And I don't give a fuck if people think I'm gay. Plus I'll look banging as a 6'8" woman.
Yeah, I was trying to get Ben to Ben wants to use me for my whatever clout. He said, Ava, if I show up in drag, they have to let me in because I'm a girl and you brought a girl. I'm like, Ben, that's genius. I think that's genius. And I think that he should have went into Ross, and I think he should have practiced, or Nordstrom Rack, wherever the fuck they were, should have practiced doing that. Grace doesn't want Lalo to kiss her because she's afraid he will accidentally feed her worms from his mouth like a little baby bird instead of using his tongue. Ah! Oh my god, that noise was crazy. That noise was crazy. Guys, I'm out of cigarettes. I'm craving a cigarette. I'm gonna try not to buy more.
I don't care. It doesn't mean you're gay.
Right.
But like you guys are like, oh no. And I'm an idiot to do that at my age. You know what I mean? I have 6 kids.
Right.
I got all these ways in which like I can do that, but it's like a little bit risque. Like with you, it's not.
You're trying to tell us to loosen up. I'm sorry.
You guys are
we're
like 10.
insecure.
You're both 10. I'm just saying.
Okay. What happens?
Geek out people like, you know what I mean? And I get that. Like the thing is like, don't anybody. Let's all just act oppressed. That's way no one. Not that way. No.
Blah blah blah. Lalo's like, I need to go to the airport. They just keep yapping. And they finally leave.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all like backwards. Because it's like delayed, and then when it's delayed, it takes longer.
Dude, what is? He's so sassy for no reason.
Because it's like delayed, and then when it's delayed, it takes longer, and it isn't right, and it gets in trouble, and then. Because it's like delayed, and then when it's delayed, it takes longer, and it isn't right, and it gets you in trouble, and then you get through that, you're already delayed for the next thing. It's like for everybody to just like reset.
He wants to be gone. He wants to leave so bad.
Figure out where they're at and do the best they can instead of like saying like, well, someday I'll be skinny enough to enjoy.
Bro, dude, someone in the chat said he'd. Do you guys see that chat? Lalo doesn't jerk off, he grapes himself. What is that? Ava 650. They spent 450. They spent over 2 hours in the store. Okay, so I guess here's a Ben being creepy moment. Thank you, Truth Seeker.
I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Nordstrom coin is going down, and it was so boring. Fuck. The selection very mature. We should have been shopping at Costco for the same effect. These pants are from Costco. These fucking brown shits.
These brown shits. Why are you roasting yourself? Insecurity.
Grace told me to not buy a cone. That was shit. None of us.
I don't really know how.
Big reveal. Yeah, this is. Wait. Oh god. Turn around. I guess. I don't know what you want me to do here. Well, okay. What is somewhat interesting?
You think they're gonna fall out if you don't hold it?
This way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you're complaining about. How much bigger would it have to be? Like double? It's a big ass.
Get some big tape to make this work.
The fuck is that?
When did
Double-sided,
Ben
like-
tell her to do this? Where's that clip? Hold on. Is it like 6? Okay, let's just play it from here.
That's good though.
Do what I said, Grace. Do what I said.
Do what I said. Okay, when does he say it? We'll play it from.
Or really long.
Actually,
But, like that middle ground, it makes you. It ends up making you look top heavy. You know what I mean?
Being around
Yeah.
the bush.
That
Wait,
apple-
without?
that apple
Have you already tried it without green apple shape? All right, so have you tried it without the jacket though?
But you can also go. You can also go like high cut, like something that goes around your waist. That's a nice look for you. The worst look for you, Grace, is low cut around your hips.
Okay.
Bro, the fact that a dad is, I'm like, I would. That's just not your place. Like he's hinting that like he sees her. He knows how guys look at her in a sexual way. You know, like if my dad was like, "Yeah, the best look for you, Ava, is," it's like. Why are you even looking at me like that? Like, why would you put that out in the open that like you cannot view me like that? Like, it's just you don't say that out loud. You don't say that out loud. Okay, let's see when he tells her to take it
Sure to
off.
appreciate this. Face the camera.
I got sucking a lot.
Okay, well, we keep the diet up another few weeks, and you're gonna be right there.
Grace, do me a favor. I know, like, I sound like a weirdo, but like, take the.
Okay, this is it. Here we go.
Favor. I know, like, I sound like a weirdo, but like, take the time.
Just the bra?
Without
or not even that. Like, just you can wear it in a way that's demure.
All right, let me try.
Wait, hold on. a second. I'm not done critiquing.
Okay, yes, Dad. Yes, Father. Yes, Father. Let me get my raw bare tits out for the chat. Yes, Father. For 150 people. But yes, Father. Ruby's the whore. Yeah. Ava's the whore. And Lalo says nothing. This is like the skinny dipping moment with OPC. This is like, wow. Like, what do you think Ben's angle is? Oh my god, the fucking Wi-Fi. So Ben's like, I don't even care who's watching, I can get away with it. I want a nice little creep shot of Grace doing this like little dude, the fucking Wi-Fi. Is that it? Or is he trying to like pimp her out for chat? You know, is he trying to pimp her out for Lalo? Well, we just witnessed it. Is he trying to like assert his dominance? Be like, yeah, I can tell this bitch to do whatever crazy stuff I want. She'll do anything for me. It's about control and humiliation. He's a low. Yeah. That's what I think. I think it's partially that, and I think it's partially like Ben just wants to see it. Look, while Ben is in bed instructing her, he loves to humiliate her. And she just agrees to it and says nothing. Any normal person would respond like, no, what the fuck? But she knows she can't say no.
No idea if I'm right. But
She tries not to do it.
I think it makes your boobs bigger at least. I don't know. Is it the color or is it the top?
They try to ignore it. And then he brings it up again.
Appreciate this. Face camera.
I got something a lot.
Okay, well, we keep the diet up another few weeks. And you're gonna be right there.
Grace, do me a favor. I know, like, I sound like a weirdo, but like, take the top off and just put the jacket on it.
As I'm trying to help her understand how to dress for her body type.
Maybe it'll confirm you. And see what's up, and then maybe you'll reconsider, like, and maybe you won't. Maybe it'll confirm you.
Nordstrom coin is going down. That was so boring. Fuck. Fucking brown.
You have like tremors.
Wait. Well, okay, what is? Oh God. Turn around, I guess. I don't know what you want me to do here. Well, okay.
It's so uncomfortable. She is so fucking uncomfortable. He tries to make her go further. At one point, she says, I don't want to. And then this is, guys, and this is exactly my point of, like, why you can't be friends with the Thorps. Like, anybody who's friends with them is going to be put in positions where you're at a crossroads. Now, we already said Lalo earlier. We're joking. He's at a crossroads with, like, his fucking sexuality. Who's he gonna lay next to, Ben or Grace? You know. But you're also, if you want to be part of their life and meet up with them, you're going to be put at a crossroads where you either have to say something or you have to sit by and be a bystander and subliminally condone and that's why you can't. That's why it's unethical. It's like if you're put in these, oh my God, and you don't say anything, you're complacent in it. Like, why would you just sit back and watch this happen and not be like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. What the fuck are you doing?
Okay, what is somewhat interesting?
Think you're gonna fall out if you don't hold that?
No.
Just like, no, Lalo likes it. He's like, all right. I want to see. This is the most naked I'm ever gonna see Grace. So go ahead, Grace. Humiliate it. Or humiliate yourself. For me.
Minutes enough this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you're
Maybe
complaining about.
Lalo likes Ben.
You have to be like double. It's a big ask.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to use some booby tape to make this work.
The fuck is that? Double-sided, like.
Hoist them up.
You'll be fine, Grace. You'll be fine.
I really don't want to.
You can. I can point the camera.
She says, I really don't want to.
Okay.
There's no cleavage.
Now, Lalo doesn't even, he makes literally zero attempt to be like, at least just softly push against this of like, hey, Ben, she doesn't want to. Maybe another time. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. He doesn't even attempt at all. He just completely goes with it. Like zero pushback.
That's fine. I get it. I'm just saying, Grace, if you went to a fashion show, you know what I mean, and you were a model for a week, you wouldn't have these like problems that you claim to have.
Well, I mean, it shows off the scars. It could be like a horror movie
Literally
aesthetic.
just shows off this. Like, I don't have.
You should be an actress in a horror movie.
Show this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. I'm just.
It looks like a sunburn from a small screen. Sure.
Right. Yeah, zoom in on it for us, Lalo. Thanks. Not creepy or weird at all. Thanks, Lalo.
The scar's way bigger than I remember. What the hell? What the hell, chat? This is crazy. One's in chat for character development.
That's enough food. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I can see how you're saying it. It doesn't really. Not
really.
What about
that could work with a push-up bra? Yes, I could do that.
Yeah, dress up like a literal prostitute for me, Grace.
Have like actual, you know what I mean, thing.
You mean like a little top?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could try that. Hold on a sec.
I don't know. I'm not like a fashion guy.
Yeah, you're not a fashion guy. You're just the pimp, right, Ben?
I was right. Not big enough. I told you.
I was right. Yeah, your daughter's tits aren't big enough. You imagine talking to a girl you're interested in, her dad's like, talking to her dad like that? Yeah, your daughter's tits weren't big enough for that. Yeah, let's put her in a push-up bra and ogle her together.
Yeah, but maybe if she had like not a high-waisted thing, and then it would accentuate. But she'd have to be an.
Let's talk in detail about her body, man. Yeah, oh, I'm getting a morning wood right now, bro.
Not even worth it. So defeats the point. Icy all says Lalo, the fancy blue shirt, is good.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. That blue shirt, man.
Oh yeah, I'm interested.
I can kind of see this. I get what you're saying, kind of.
Fuck no.
Because it's too close to the bra.
But if,
yeah, way down. Let's put it way down just for the sake of way down, way down, way down, way down, way down.
He's lost a lot of weight. Look at that.
Lost a lot of weight, Grace. You lost a lot of weight, Grace. Yeah. Yeah. Pull that skirt down for the camera, baby. This is like this is disturbing.
Go that far, pretty much.
Why? What
Otherwise,
happens?
it's gonna get stuck on the hips.
Yeah, see, I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of fun.
Again, this is more like horror movie set, like hooker that's about to get
But
killed.
like that bra looks like a bra. It doesn't look like it's intended to be worn like that. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Actually, love the hooker look. New York City hooker.
Bro, he did not. Oh my god. I'm like moving. We're moving into the kitchen. I can't do this Wi-Fi anymore. 1 second. Lalo just said. He just like said implied she needed a boob job. You do not say that to a chick, dude. Anti-game. I need to do dishes so bad right after the sentence. That's what I gotta do. I would like cry if I was with a guy and he's like, yeah, we need to get a boob job. Unless he offers to pay for it. If you're a guy and you say, you need a boob job, let's go get a surgery consultation. Then you can say that. But if you're going to tell me that and you're not going to pay for it, the audacity.
Down if you're going to do that because you're going to accentuate your you would in that case you would accentuate your long torso.
Yes, which I would do if it was not fat.
I mean, just live a little, Grace. Just think a little. Like, okay, you could lose 10 pounds, no problem.
Just
that'd be Kino. That'd be funny. I guess she doesn't want to embarrass herself too much.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just being that gay dude in the back who doesn't care about your like personal whatever. I'm just saying, like, I think that's kind of cool. Actually, I think that's kind of cool.
This exists in a context.
I'm not really. I don't. What is cool about this?
Of course, yeah. All Lalo can do is quote Kamala Harris, autistic special interest.
I like the mixed reactions. I don't know.
Of being like covered up, but like also like sensual.
I like the mixed reactions. I don't know what to think either. I lean against, but I'm very conservative. Okay, it's straight up terrible since I've been pro. I like the idea, like changing it up.
Yeah, it's changing it up.
I wish hard to kind of.
I mean, if you were that, and what I'm saying is, if you were that bitch, you could wear it. But I get that you're not, and you're not like in that kind of shape. But like, it wouldn't take that much.
You know.
You see what Ben's going for, and the Gooners appreciate it.
Facts aren't even good on women. Like, imagine it being hard; it'd be disconcerting. Okay.
I mean, let's say you had that bikini top on. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a look, and there's not like what I'm saying is like your body is part of the fashion thing. It's not like
See, if Lalo was a good guy, he'd be like, no, I'm not filming this. Fuck off, I'm not filming this. I'll get an Uber to the airport.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like off the table. You know what I mean?
Look how Ben went
Looks like she
on
needs
and
Jesus.
on and on until Grace
You
humiliated.
just have to keep your posture very demure for this to work. Like you slept even a little bit. You see what I mean? Double like fuck up your posture. You'll see how big of a difference it makes. Oh God. Back. Okay. Jesus.
Yo, Tormexa was right.
Okay.
You look like you're recovering from pregnancy, Grace.
Oh my
Yeah, I know.
God.
Is there something you want to talk about with chat?
Guys.
You legally aborted in Pennsylvania.
Okay, she literally, like, I don't even want to be nice to her, but she doesn't look like she's like, she looks fine. Like, anybody who's actually overweight would look at, like, there are so many things you can make fun of her for. You can make she has a flat butt, okay, but like, she's not fat. She doesn't look like she's recovering from pregnancy, like, at all. Like, imagine somebody's obviously insecure, like your kid is like insecure, whatever, and you're like, yeah, yeah, you do look like shit. You do look like shit. You actually look, to me, you look like your worst fear of what you could possibly look like. Hope that helps. Hope that helps. Hope you feel better.
Grace, did you have a late term abortion?
Hmm?
Did you have a late term abortion?
I did. It was Darius' kid. I couldn't handle it.
Dang. I mean, you'd have to work to make that look work. That's obviously true, and the bra would have to be less utilitarian. Obviously, it'd have to be more fun and like fashion front forward. But like,
well, it's something to think about. Obviously, I would have to tone up to fit into a lot of stuff, covering me up.
You look fine.
Hello, Z-Star.
Yo.
Z-Star.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
This is not it, Grace.
Trying different stuff out, okay?
Yeah, look, Ben's here. He's not going to say it. Layla's obviously gay, but give the fans what they want. You're young. You got a nice pair of tits. You got to get a nice little crop top, crop jacket or something to push your tits up. Nice little mini skirt or something. Yeah. You're young. How old are you? Do you know what I mean? You're like fucking 20 or something. You're dressing like a 30-year-old.
Your fashion advice is a crop top?
I don't know.
I actually don't hate the outfit if it was like not a bra. Serious question, Ava. If she ever found a man that adored her, would she end up hating him? Yeah. I think she would. I think maybe over time she could grow to like it in small doses. Like, I have nowhere near the level of trauma that she has, but like I remember like I would be like so uncomfortable by like when my ex and I first started talking, and he would just like be like really into me. Like, I was almost like suspicious of it, because my idea of love and like romantic relationships was so twisted, you know? Like, yeah, I can't imagine the pattern. Like, dude, my childhood trauma is nothing compared to hers, and like, dude, my fucking mommy issues be manifesting in my relationships. So it's like, yeah, this is the type of parental relationship where you're gonna end up in like an abusive relationship for sure. It's sad. It's really sad. It's like you have to get help. Chaos is addictive, exactly. And it's like it's boring. She says it all the time. It's like it's boring if there's not conflict and whatever. Like, conflict is so normal to them. I mean, they even bounce back to like to me. They bounce back to me, and will like just go between like hate and friendliness. They do it with each other. It's like nothing. Like the fighting is just so normal to it's like, okay, like we can say horrible things to each other and then come back together, and that's normal, and that's love, and that's friendship. Again, Ben will explain her mother did this too without saying, yeah. Yeah, I like the outfit. If it was a real shirt, maybe the same color as the bra and slouchy and silky. Yeah, that would be cute. Yeah, I agree. He's programmed her to believe any relationship she has will be one she breaks apart. Yep. And I could see like the whole issue of yeah, I did Truth Seeker. You know what I could see being a big issue for her actually is, and maybe even for the other Thorp kids too, but especially like the older ones, but especially Grace. It seems like John doesn't even really have this, like, but like she does this thing where she texts her parents like a lot, and like and like they have these things that they believe, and they become like super stubborn in an argument, and then she just like demands to talk, and she'll just keep texting her mom like these like giant paragraphs, like you can like scroll through it. That's gonna be an issue that manifests in her relationships probably, and probably a thing of like when there is like conflict, they're gonna have to have these like sessions, dude. Like there's gonna be the same thing where they have like these like hours long sessions talking about it, and they can't just like move on. She doesn't even have the concept of like forgiveness at all. That's gonna be a huge issue. I could keep going, but
you're young, aren't you? I'm 34.
Your hairstyle is like also very conservative. Like, do something more fun. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's why I want to do the blonde, but we're working on that.
People say like, well, that's a hooker vibe or whatever, right? Like, but like, okay, but like hookers are just, like the hooker vibe can be degraded, but it can also just be like, someone's trying to, you know.
He's trying so hard to justify this. He
market herself.
Someone's trying to market herself. She doesn't even need to market herself. Wholeheartedly disagree, distinction. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah. I just think I need a better body to pull that off, but I could see how I could like do it. Like I'm tall enough to do that, you know what I mean? But I kind of feel like this look is like it's not showing the legs and it's showing off the guns, and I don't know, like it seems like it's highlighting all the worst things, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, well, that's just my. It doesn't have anything to do with you per se. But I'm just saying like that cheap leather, like fake leather jacket.
Guys, marry the ass by the tits, okay? Marry the ass by the tits. Because BBLs suck. It sucks because Grace, she would be a great candidate for a BBL. Oh my god, focus. She would be a great candidate for a BBL. But it sucks when, like, the ass is your issue. Because it's way more expensive, it's way more dangerous, it's way more painful, the recovery is crazy, it has the highest complication, or the highest possibility of death. You don't want to do the BBL, okay? You want the boob job. The boob job is cheaper, easier. The technology is advancing like crazy every day. Is Kitchen Man real? But yeah, I feel blessed. I feel blessed to only need to have to get a boob job. Grace would look crazy though if she got a BBL. She could escape Ben like that. I heard BBL smells crazy. 1 out of 3,000 mortality rate. And it's horrible, dude, because I remember I was like looking into it at one point because I thought I wasn't going to be able to go to the gym anymore. And I was just going to totally lose my ass. And I was looking into it and I'm like, dude, I went and I got a consultation and the price was almost $20,000 because when you look up the price of plastic surgery, they present it as way cheaper than it actually is. Because I mean, also I'm in Seattle, so it's probably more expensive here just by a little bit. But Especially if you're skinny, though, the BBL is going to be more expensive. But yeah, if you look up the price of surgery, that's just the base price of the surgery. It doesn't include, once you go and you get a quote, the quote includes the price of the operating room. You have to rent out the operating room. Then there's the surgeon's fee. And then there's the fee for all of the recovery massages and the faja that you have to get and that you have to wear for like 8 weeks, 24/7. Okay. There's like another price that goes in. There's like an insurance thing. And so then it adds up to be so expensive. So expensive. I just fucked a meal deal up as we... Meal deal? I want a meal deal. Meal deal from where? The cheeks are hard at first, so hard to wipe. Yeah. Yeah, the fat transferred to your butt too is like... It's really hard. That's why you have to get lymphatic drainage massages, or else your butt is like... It's like hard. You can always tell if a chick got a BBL, though, if, like, everywhere on her body is fat except on her stomach is, like, flat. It just doesn't look proportionate. Or if her thighs don't match. And did you know? Yeah, I did. Yeah. And did you also know that all of the fat doesn't stay? So, like, it'll look best right after you get it, but over time, like, if you lose weight, like, it's gone, bro. It's gone. Like, if you get sick, and you lose weight, like, the fat is gone and it ain't going back there. But yeah, BBLs are weird. Dude, I can keep going for so long. They're also weird because if you gain weight after, this is more so like liposuction kind of thing. This is because of the liposuction of why this happens, especially if you're skinny and you get a BBL, you have to get 360 lipo. So you're getting lipo anywhere where your fat goes. And once you get lipo in that spot, your fat doesn't go back there. Like, fat never goes back there. So then your fat starts storing in other places. And some people, they get lucky and the fat starts storing in like their tits instead, or like maybe more of it naturally goes to their butt or whatever. But like a lot of times, like, you'll be able to tell if a woman got a BBL, like if her fat just goes to weird places, and it's like, it looks like not proportional. BBL, the implants smell. I have Colombian girlfriends. They all regret it. My girlfriends who got boob jobs love them. Yeah, I want the boobie job. I want the boobie job. I'm bitter. The whole time y'all talking about plastic surgery, I'm thinking, who wants more men to be attracted to them? LOL. Dude, that's why I need more, because they all fucking suck. Okay? So I'm like, I'll increase my odds and maybe just the odds of having like 1% more good men come to me. Kind of wild, the ass ratio between Lalo and Grace. Dude, for real. However, I stay all natural. I've always been tiny with big lips, big butt, average sheet. Okay, truth seeker. We get it. You're blessed. I fucking hate women like you do. I'm so jealous. I'm like, that's so, like, that's the best. That's the best. You're just like set. Distinctions and truth seeker, what's your at? Okay, let's go back to it. Let's finish this clip.
Okay. To me, it's like, it's kind of slutty and could be fun that way, but
yeah,
it's not gonna make sense as a kind of like conservative look. It's just not gonna.
It's like grungy, like slutty. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well,
all right.
I don't think I'm gonna get the skirt too tight. I do like the jacket though. For some reason, I just really like this jacket. So let me change. That's my horrendous outfit. Oh my god.
All right. Well, that's that. That's the weird moment. The weirdest moment of this all. Looks like. Well, let's watch their goodbye at the airport. This is probably gonna be funny.
Oh. Okay. Go through.
Lalo should get a butt reduction. Yeah, they can take Lalo's fat and then transfer it to Grace.
All right.
I got you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not gonna be able to see you after this, so bye.
He's such a pussy. He had to have her make the fucking move, dude. He was just gonna walk off, bro. I'm like, tell me he's not just like living in like such regret and self-hatred. Like, can you imagine, dude, if you fumbled this hard, like you can't cope. Can we? There we go. Like, man, I would not be able to even live with myself after this. He was just gonna walk away.
Have a good flight.
I'll be a lot more free after doing it. Okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's fine.
Nice
All right,
to see you.
so style's gonna be a little different.
Wait.
I'll be a lot more free after doing it. Okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'll be a lot more free after the election. I have a lot of. He acts like he's like some big like politician, like he's running for president. He's like, I got a lot of content I gotta pump out. I'm gonna be hustling, grinding. The elections. Like, I don't know why that's so funny to me. Like, dude. Why is that so funny to me? I feel like I explained that and I didn't make any sense to it. But, like, hold on.
Have a good flight.
I'll be a lot more free after doing it. Okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
That's fine.
Nice
All right,
to see you.
so style's gonna be a little different. We both lost a little weight, so progress is coming.
We got the new.
He's doing his outro. His outro. Don't worry about it. She's like, I don't care, bro. I just imagine Lalo like he's like it's funny because he sucks at politics. Like he sucks at it, but he has a whole channel based on politics. He's sitting in his room grinding 24/7 to report on Kamala. Let's check on his this channel. Hold on. How's it going? How's it doing? Guys, he's gonna be really busy after the election. Guys, he's really busy on his YouTube channel, guys. No, he's doing good though. He's doing good. That's pretty bad. 152 views is bad. If that's your minimum. Because I'm like, the worst video that I think I posted one video on my channel that I think is like shadow banned, because I think it's one of the funniest like clips that I have, but it's like very like my channel. I think my channel actually got a strike for it, because there's like sexual content in it. But this is like my lowest viewed video, and it has 319 views. /mental health channel. And somebody sent me a link to the wife's. Okay, we're not even gonna do that. We're not gonna show that though. Please don't talk with him, Ruby. Talk with who? Janet, this ain't about Ben. Rob's in jail. What? The election. Disassociate yourself. I shared you out, but disassociate yourself with Empress Janet and Rob. They hang with Grace and Ben, dude. Fine. Yeah, Janet ain't about Ben. I'm so big time busy. Yeah. That's the vibe. I'll see you after the election. I'm so big time busy with my successful YouTube channel. Hey, new errors from the Mo 3 sector. Dude, you actually are watching my Let's go. Let's go. Mo 3 sector represent. Mo 3 sector represent. What is that song? Outside. Yeah, I went on this black sector on YouTube. I went on the stream the other night, and because they were saying that like black YouTube is dead, and I was like, dude, what? Like I'll be scrolling through StreamYard, and like every like stream of like panels with like all black people is they have like hundreds of viewers, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about, black YouTube? And they're like, what do you know about black YouTube? And I'm like, I know Rob. I know Rob, Rack, and Janet. So I guess I don't really know. But yeah, they did not like that answer. Let's see. Ben had to tell her to get out of the van. Wait. Oh, so I should rewind to when they first got to the airport. Okay. Let's see. Outside. Hold on. Damn, they were just gonna say, okay. Let me present again. Share screen. Here we go. Make sure you tag Lalo's channel so this comes up when people search for him. I need to do that, you're right. She said bye, Lalo, didn't even turn her head? No. That's brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah, you gotta get your ass through there.
What, bro?
Sorry. Coming.
Oh, you were on. Oh, you were actually on the panel. Yeah, guys, I was on Big. That was her, Big Baby Caribbeana. Big Baby Caribbeana. Okay, what did they just turn it off? Hold on.
Hold on. I don't want you to be like.
Get the utility version, Barbara. Might need to do some off-roading.
Well, bye, Lalo.
Aren't you gonna walk him in, Grace?
Yeah.
She's like, bye, I'm so fucking done with your ass. Just get out. I can't even look at you. But then, you know, she has to do whatever Ben says, right? Due to the... Dude, no, dude, I gotta be quiet. My neighbors are gonna... Y'all making me laugh too much, dude. Gnome says, due to the election, he was only able to view 98% of Grace's stream start to finish. If it hadn't been for this pesky election, it'd be 100%. So give the busy man a break, guys. No, she's right. We gotta give him a break. We gotta give him a break. If you come back, I'll vouch for you. New Era Kang. Does New Era Kang have a... Do you have a channel? Wait, hold on. Outside. Hey, New Era Kang's popping off. All right. Spoken like a true player, pimp. I thought you knew. Hey, oh, he be talking to Rob Rack. Look at, there's Rob. Is that Rob? Oh, yeah. Oh, they're beefing. Oh, I see why you're interested in me. Oh, I see now. I see now. Kang said, oh, Ava knows a little about these people I'm beefing with.
You're right.
Now with your new fit.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on. I don't want you.
She's like, you're right. Ugh. Okay, let me prepare my stuff. I'll walk you out. Don't want you to get lost in the airport. Rob's going to prison. Dude, you know who else is going to prison? Ben. Grace was like, see ya, fool. All right, Empress, I see what you're saying too. I don't know. I know Empress. I've talked to Janet. I haven't talked to this guy. So okay, I've got to take Janet's word right now. but you know, I give everybody a chance.
I know.
As long as you aren't an abusive Ben Thorpe.
You follow me?
Okay, so then they walk it. So then she walks with him.
Not the shoes. Not the shoes.
They have like their awkward moment. He looks like he's about to cry almost. He looks like he's about to cry.
You're gonna be fine because, I mean, on the way to Rhode Island, imagine all the content coming up. Show yourself.
Good.
Oh, this? Yeah.
Bro, he thought that was a... Yo, dude, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I just seeing things? When she turned the camera, he thought that they were gonna kiss. He thought they were gonna kiss. Look at this.
All the content coming up. Show yourself.
Good.
He was like looking at her. He was like, face to face. Camera on. Now is our moment. I have a heart on.
Oh, this? Yeah.
See, because then she turns and he starts leaning towards her. Dude, am I crazy? Hold on. Slow-mo.
All the content coming up. Show yourself.
Good.
Oh.
See, he said, oh. He said, oh, like he was surprised she turned. She turned.
Show yourself.
Good.
Oh.
I swear he was leaning in for that. I'm reaching. Dude, he was leaning in for like a millisecond, bro.
Oh, this? Yeah. Showed up.
It's not really that.
Wait,
You gotta go. You gotta go. Don't miss your flight.
He was waiting for
You
the
gotta go. You gotta go.
She's like, you gotta go. He was waiting.
Don't miss your flight.
He was standing there with his lips. Go, Lalo, don't miss your flight. Really? There's nothing else? Okay, I'll go. With his backpack. He's walking with his backpack. Like a little schoolboy. Has Grace ever disagreed with Ben about anything? No, silly goose, no!
Alright.
Oh,
Have a safe trip.
Bro,
Bye.
XP, oh my god. No, she has not, Sadie. Hold on. So she films him. It's like a parent filming a kid going to like the first day of kindergarten.
There he goes.
He's crying as he walks away. His tears falling down. He finally the Naptown cut will be Kino, bro. Seriously. Latin outside, but no Latin passion inside. Grace is even Catholic because my dad is. Yeah, those types of people boggle my mind. People that just kind of do what their parents believe and just don't really have the urge to question anything. Or he was happy to get on the plane. King TL wanted King TL. That wave is fake. Who actually waves? I think people wave. She has disagreed before, and then Ben explains for an hour why she is wrong and tells her she's a victim and just like her mother, and then she apologizes and agrees with him. Yeah, that's the long-winded answer, yes. Ben's been waffling about going on the whatever podcast. Unlikely that'll ever happen. Oh yeah, the only reason he would go on the whatever, so he thinks that he can show up with me because I can go on the whatever podcast. And he's like, Ava, say that you're inviting a female friend, show up with me in drag, and then they have to be like pro-trans and let me up. He's crying as he as he throws his hips side to side and shuffles away. No, bro. No. Wait. This is Lalo with his backpack. Wait. He said, look what you missed out on, Grace. Look what you missed out on.
Bye.
Bro, King TL really said, people wave? That's a fake wave. Just pretend wave right now. That shit awkward. What do you do? Like, I do this sometimes when I see like someone that I like, an old coworker at the gym. I'll be like, Lalo has a great face, horrendous body, desperate, lacking personality. I'd say his face is like fine. Like it's like, okay, you know, I wouldn't be horribly angry to be like born with that face. Like it could be a lot worse, but I don't know if I would go as far to say it's great.
Oh, I can go back out here. How do I get out of here? And I just can't pretend. La, 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 la.
Okay. She's like, she'd be singing and she's like, oh my god, they're all gonna think I'm such an amazing singer. I wonder if anyone in the chat is talking about how I actually have a good singing voice.
We're gonna go get some sleep.
And that's it. That's it, everybody. That's the Lalo arc. That's the Lalo arc. Come on now, really, I'm pretty sure I've never flapped my limp wrist to and fro. What it do, Michael? Oh, guys, that was thoroughly enjoyable. That was thoroughly a pleasurable watch. I do have to say, you know, thank you, Thorp TV, for that one. I love hating on people that hang out with you, and they also hate. They also love hating on people that hang out with them. So it's a perfect, you know, moment for us to unite for a second there. Place your bets on how much longer that arc is going to last. I think this was the worst. This was the worst meetup that they've had so far, I think, with Lalo specifically. So this is the first time when they really like pushed his buttons and humiliated him and didn't respect him as much, you know. So I feel like there's going to be a little shift in dynamic. We'll see. We'll see. Unless that's what Lalo's into. So, the big gay ending. That's it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll before I end it. How do I do a poll? Because we're going to do a poll on whether this stream made you think Lalo's more or less gay. Okay. Okay. after watching this, do you think Lalo is a homosexual or submissive cuck pussy? Submissive cuck who fumbled. Okay. I just made the poll. Okay, you guys gotta vote. La 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 la. And hit the super chat if you enjoyed, you know, me bringing out the hater side. Did going outside make me think the sky was blue today? Well, you have to choose one or the other. One or the other. If he's only in love with himself and he is a guy, does that make him gay? La loser. You know the little girl that shakes the fish on Finding Nemo? You remind me of her sometimes. Okay, that hurt my feelings a little bit, but you know what? Okay. I'll take a roast. After all the roasting, I did a Lalo. You can do a roast. Let's see. What's the poll say? So far, interesting. So far, we have 39% saying homosexual and then 61% saying submissive cuck who fumbled. Interesting. I expected a little bit more gay. New Era Kang, thank you for the $5 and the compliment. Shit, let's go. You're hilarious. Thanks, Kang. Thanks. No, I'm high, LOL. That's not hate. You can't just... Damn, unintentional roast. Love it. You need headgear and a fish in a bag. Okay. Let's see. Is the results changing at all? La 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 la. 6. Yeah. Okay. This is like a solid. Guys, vote if you haven't voted. There's 100 of you here. Only 42 votes. I want your true, honest answer. Like your true, honest answer. Like. So we have 40% saying, 41% saying homosexual now. Okay. So it's pretty divided. That's what I'm saying. Is like I can't completely decide either. Thanks, Janet. Voted sub cuck. All right. Well, that seems to be the result, guys. Is there's a slightly greater lean towards Lalo just having completely fumbled the bag. So that's unfortunate. You know, I think it would be a little bit better if he was gay, honestly. It would be like a little bit more of a flex. Do I mean that? I don't even know. I don't know. They're both equally bad. So I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but interesting, guys. Thanks for joining in. And have a good night. Thanks for everybody that sent us super chat. I appreciate you. And oh my god, it's 3.5 hours again. I can't believe I went for this long. I keep trying to shorten them, but you know what? It was just giving. It was giving. All right, guys. Next arc is back to OPC Dawn. Wonder how that will end. Maybe OPC won't show up to her. But we'll hire a guy from Grindr to come fix their shit tank full circle. That would be beautiful. That would be a great end to the current season. Aside from, you know, jail. Right before that would be, it would go out with a bang. All right. See you guys later. Have a good night.